Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
You fight with nobody.
This a dollar beat. This a dollar beat.
BoxingWords.com.
You won the belt with nobody.
BoxingWords.com.
This a dollar beat.
You never gonna get the fight, man. You're a horrible fighter.
BoxingWords.com.
Payday. You want payday. I know that. Oh, look at this guy. There's a plan to go for the belt, and I'm coming, man. I'm coming, my friend. Get the fuck out of here, man. Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
BoxingWords.com.
Because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
BoxingWords.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Monday morning episode of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. I'm joined alongside my co-host, Daniel Alvarez, a.k.a. Ring Walk Danny, on all forms of social media. Check him out on TikTok there as well. Daniel, buenos dias. What's up?
Good morning, champ. Top of the morning to you. How you feeling?
I am feeling fabulous. Honestly, man, I'm not mad at the transition from Florida to Vegas. Obviously, I missed the green and the beaches, but I really didn't go to the beach as much as my girl. So it's not a big difference for me. And then I'm loving the studio, man. I love to come to work. I never had a job that I love coming to. Like it's fucking gnarly coming to work every day. Corvette grind, baby. Let's get it.
For sure.
So what about you, man? How's your day? So far?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm still adjusting to waking up at the time I wake up at. You know, I've worked overnights for the last 4.5, 5 years of my life. So this is an adjustment, but not complaining. We're here. Happy to be here. Mm-hmm. Happy to do what we love to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, happy to be grinding and bringing another show.
Yes.
Here for our beautiful audience.
A very interesting show, by the way.
A very interesting show that is brought to the people through youtube.com/The Boxing Voice and on TikTok.
That's right.
We are going live on TikTok. It is more of a behind the scenes view for the people on TikTok. The full produced show is available to everybody tuned in on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. But yeah, to take it away, because quite frankly, I don't know where you found this article.
Well, this is in the pre-pro. This is courtesy of Ellie Setback reporting. He caught up with Zurdo Ramirez, and Zurdo gave his breakdown of Canelo versus Bivol. And when asked what did he want, obviously we all know that Gilberto wanted Bivol for a long time. You know, it's funny who we pick and choose to call a duck. Mm-hmm. Like Zurdo was on Bivol. They sent the contract. You know, Bivol didn't take it. Obviously, for the same reasons that Charlo, for instance, is saying, I don't want to fight Benavidez, you know, because Canelo's out there. Bivol did the same. Like, why am I going to fight Zurdo? Canelo's out there, according to Eddie. So he didn't get the Bivol fight. So now he gives his breakdown of Bivol versus Canelo. He obviously picks Canelo, and he says he would like the Ngannou, or is it Ngannou? Let's just call him Junior.
Yeah,
right?
I call him Junior.
Junior Makabu. The Junior Makabu fight. And I like that because it's like, yo, so many people are waiting Why not take out the guys that he's talking about? Like if somebody, for instance, Joe Smith, he puts himself in the conversation if he beats Beterbiev because we can see that Canelo's plans are in that trajectory of 175.
Yeah, and look, let me tell you something.
And that's all Zurdo's trying to do, man.
And I like it.
Kind of an interception in football, right?
I like it, right? Because everybody's like, yo, who's this MacBook guy? You call him MacBook, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to me, of course, Zurdo's the way bigger fight for Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine.
Is it? Wait, what?
Bigger than Makabu?
But I thought no one knows Ramirez.
He's Mexican though. That's a bigger fight.
Mean?
That's a bigger fight. He a lot more known than Makabu is.
Okay.
I'm saying like in terms of those two, like when I saw the title for the show this morning, I'm like, okay. I thought Mexico.
Okay. What? Zurdo taking Makabu to Mexico?
No,
or
Canelo taking whoever wins that fight to Mexico. Whoever wins it, I thought first thing I thought when it came up, that's a Mexico fight, especially if it's Zurdo. They wanted Makabu.
Zurdo is a natural. He started at 160. I don't know. I mean, he has a good body attack, but I've seen him struggle with lesser men like Jesse Hart. I thought Jesse Hart would for sure beat him in the rematch. He didn't, so credit to Zurdo. But I don't know. You think Canelo takes that fight with the whole I don't want to fight a Mexican? I think Benavidez is pressuring his way into a Canelo fight, but Zurdo's more of a nice guy. You know, is he ever going to get that fight?
This is how. This is how you get that Canelo fight. You beat Junior Makabu.
Very true. Interception, man. You snatch that belt. If he's seeking it, take it.
This is how you do it, So I like the fight. I like Zurdo 6'3", right? Canelo's 5.
Wow, he feels so much taller than that. I've met him. 6'3". That might be wrong.
They got him at 6'2.5".
Whew.
I was always taught to round up.
I'm easy 6'5", 6'4", man. Like, I never say 6'4". That I don't think he's that short.
Look, not sure.
How tall is Jesse Hart listed?
I am sure that he is taller than Canelo. No question about that. They got Jesse at 6'3", so on BoxRec, they got Jesse listed taller than Zurdo.
Okay. And I didn't notice a height difference there.
By 1/2 inch, so,
And they got Jesse listed at 6'3", you're saying?
And they got Zurdo at 6'2.5". So take it for what you will.
And he does kind of like, he likes, is he southpaw, right? Or is he orthodox?
Who's that?
Zurdo.
He's a southpaw.
Yeah, exactly. So he does like to crouch down a little bit because he loves those uppercuts to the body, those shovel uppercuts. He kind of reminds me of Ugas a little bit, but just more active.
Mm-hmm.
Let me throw on some highlights, by the way. I haven't seen this dude fight since the last fight. I guess the Uneski Gonzalez fight.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a gimme. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. Look, man, that's a fight that I like. I like that Zurdo is putting himself in a position to be like,
yeah, pick me.
I need that fight. I need that baby.
Yeah, and that's how you get it. You hit the nail on the head, man. An interception, bro. Because now the thing is, he still might not get it, realistically speaking, because remember the whole Makabu thing was a Eddie Reynoso suggestion. Canelo himself said, I didn't even know about that. That was Eddie. So not sure or not 100% positive that this can get it, but for sure it'll get the writers writing. It has us talking, so it can still get the job done.
So, and I was going to go ahead and ask you, what are your thoughts on... So to me, this is smart, right? Gilberto Ramirez, he's putting himself in position to not just become world champion once again, but he's putting himself, it's the Conor McGregor, it's the red panty night. You're going to call your wife, baby, we done it. We done it. We got the call. We got the fight. Baby, we're rich, right? That's great on Zurdo, but the real question is is Canelo going to be willing to do business with the Golden Boy, as Zurdo is the Golden Boy fighter? You know, let's not forget, Canelo just got done with that, what was it, 300-ish, 400, 200 million?
But Canelo, while I can see him being a tough businessman, especially with Oscar and Golden Boy, I think he understands this sport on all levels, and he understands that he would be stealing a payday from Gilberto. And Gilberto has nothing to do with that. He understands that Gilberto is very far along in his career and hasn't had a big fight. I'm sure he knows he was with Top Rank and now he's with I don't think he'll be a, you know what I mean?
Yo,
like I just
and let me tell you, I love the idea of a Zurdo fight.
Mm-hmm.
I love that idea so much for Canelo. Like, I'm genuinely like, this guy is younger than Canelo, right? So this guy is taller than Canelo. This guy's been world champion before. So, you know, I really do like that idea. And, you know, Zurdo's...
wasn't he two-time at 60 and 68? Same WBO?
I don't know that he was at 60. Let's check here.
What weight class he started?
He started at 60 for sure.
No WBO for 60?
No anything for 60.
I'm watching these highlights with Uneski, and I told you, this guy really loves these uppercuts, but
the youth,
he's not ready for Canelo. No way, no how.
he won the youth.
Okay.
He won the youth bout.
He's not ready, bro. He is slow. Like slow. But
It'll be interesting.
it'll be a fun fight for you guys, you know, Mexico versus Mexico. You know, some sort of passing of the torch that he doesn't get.
Zurdo hasn't gone the distance in any of his fights since the rematch with Jesse Hart.
Really?
That you and I called. We did a live fight chat for that in your studio back in Jersey.
That's insane. He's been knocking people out?
Been stopping everybody. Tommy Carpensi, 4th round stoppage. Alfonso Lopez, 10th round stoppage. Sullivan Barrera, 4th round KO. Uneski Gonzalez, 10th round TKO. And let's keep in mind...
But you see, Gonzalez, Barrera, those guys are a little one in the tooth.
Over the hump, yes. But I was going to say,
but good body work by Ramirez.
let's keep in mind that those 4 names I just listed were Zurdo's first 4 fights at light heavyweight. So Jesse Hart rematch was his last fight at 68. So he's been at light heavy, 3.5 years now.
Yeah. But he's not really getting that many fights. And
definitely not getting them. I mean, he got 2.
He might struggle with Makabu, let me tell you, man. I mean, look, I hear you. He's stopping everybody. But he's vulnerable. But we talked about vulnerability yesterday, man. Vulnerability sells more than popularity sometimes.
And let me tell you something. As far as for the Mexican people, right? Obviously, you got Zurdo, who hypothetically would have to get past Makabu to
even be in this conversation.
Even be in this conversation at a potential Canelo fight, right? Zurdo's from Mazatlan, Sinaloa, which is on the Pacific coast, not too far from Guadalajara.
Okay.
I'm telling you, flying, probably like an hour 15 tops flight.
From each other, the two cities.
From each other, the two cities. A fight between the two would be crazy in Guadalajara. That would be nuts. And if they want to be fair, they could, go to Mexico City, do 100,000 plus. But
yeah, I'd go just to be, there for that event, I mean, obviously the last time Mexico versus Mexico at that level, or not even that level, but I guess with that
significance,
not even significance, just with the estimated attendance, it has to be Chavez, right? The last huge, because that's what Canelo would bring
in Mexico. Yes,
yeah.
In Mexico, yes,
and that's what you got to assume. If Gilberto versus Canelo, how many people you think? I mean, if he can do 70,000 with Billy Joe, how many he's gonna do in fucking Mexico versus Gilberto?
Oh, I'm telling you, 100,000.
But I don't know that Gilberto makes it. I mean, listen, Yuneski Gonzalez has been done since HBO, and somehow he's on Dazn giving Zurdo a good 4 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know that he makes it to a Canelo fight. You know, we got to see him get past the Makabu fight. But my thing is back to Bivol. Will Makabu now do what Bivol did and say, no, I don't care that Golden Boy sent me an offer to fight Ramirez. I'm waiting to see just in case, because Bivol never knew. All he had was Eddie in his ear saying, look, he hasn't made a decision yet. Let me work him. You never know. We can get him here, right? Like, so no one knew Canelo was going to go to the zone. It wasn't a given. I mean, we talking about hundreds of millions that he was being offered. So, again, does Makabu and Don King take a Golden Boy and Zurdo Ramirez fight, in your opinion? Oh, good straight left. Wow. This is crazy. He should not be going to war with Yuneski Gonzalez. No. I'm just being real.
No,
so I don't know that he could beat Makabu.
And if he can, you know, obviously the challenge is still there for Canelo to choose to do business with the Golden Boy, right? Mm-hmm. That's still going to be a challenge.
Again, I don't know that. I mean, I get you. It has to be talked about, but he understand. He created the term payday. You know what I'm saying? Or reinvented it in boxing, should I say. So he wouldn't do that to Gilberto, man. He understands, like you said, they're neighboring cities. He understands that he comes from poverty too. This would be his greatest fight. I don't think he would rob him of that just because he's with the wrong promoter. He doesn't strike me as that type of person. He hasn't been that shrewd in business thus far that we can point to and be like, well, Ness. But I want to remind everybody to join us on Discord. We want to transition from Skype to Discord. It has extra features to allow you to talk and, be part of the show. Kind of like Clubhouse, if you've ever been on Clubhouse. But I'm going to have my bestest producer in the whole world put it on the YouTube chat so that you can just click the link to the Discord, and it'll be easy for you to find our Discord, which now has a voice feature if you want to call in from anywhere in the world, I'm assuming, because Discord is like Skype and any other international platform. So, I mean, you haven't given me your thoughts. Do you believe Don King and Makabu would entertain a Zurdo Golden Boy Dazn offer?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Knowing that the carrot, literally, all pun intended, carrot top is out there?
Yes, and the only reason I say that is because that's another payday. Yo, you believe in your fighter that much?
If you believe in your fighter.
Yes.
Can Makabu beat Zurdo?
Yes. So,
you think so?
So if they believe in him that much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take that risk. Take that risk. And I'm looking at it from their standpoint, right? You're my fighter. I believe in you so much. Let's go get 2 paydays. Let's go get the Zurdo. You know, that's a nice payday, right? That's like the pink panty call to your wife. Then you go to Canelo. That's the red panty call to your wife. So, you know, why not get both checks if you believe in your fighter?
If you believe in your big if, man. If it was a split, we'd be smoking in the studio. I got Anthony Johnson with a Cash App that says, good morning, Ness and Ringwalk. Buenos dias.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank
Shout
you very
out
much.
to you, man. His streak continues.
Just want to put things into, I guess, perspective, right? You were just bringing up, well, you know, I told you, obviously, the fight for Mexico, for the people, taking the fight physically to Mexico and hosting it out there, right? And how many people would come out. You know, people always talk about the fight that Chavez Sr. had in Mexico City against Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Did 130,000.
That's the one. That's the one that I, am speaking of or referring to when I say, that Canelo should be on that level.
You know, they did 130,000 now since.
That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
That's double.
That was 30.
Canelo's biggest.
That was 30 years ago. That was back.
Crazy.
That was in 92. But
the tickets were free or what?
They were not free.
And that's my thing. Like, why am I gonna go to Mexico to make like 10 peso tickets when I can make at least $10 tickets in fucking Texas, bro? Like, what am I doing here?
So you're right, but this is something that they already want, right? This is something that Canelo and his team already want. So why not make it a big, interesting fight?
Yeah, I hear you.
Why not make it an interesting fight? I am looking, right? I'm looking. So that same stadium that Chavez did 130,000 in, the capacity is 87,000 now.
Wow.
So through upgrades,
it got smaller.
It got smaller. Well, and it's not so much that the stadium itself got smaller, but they did remove seating for suites and things of that nature. So obviously those things take up space. But 87,000 for a soccer game, you figure they're 87.5, they could easily fit another 2,500 people on the pitch itself, on the ground, on the floor itself. That would be huge. That, however, though, is in Mexico City, which is not where Canelo and his team have been speaking of, right? Mm-hmm. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Canelo being from Guadalajara, they want to fight in Guadalajara, right? So Guadalajara...
Haven't they already been doing shows there, too, with the smaller guys that they have?
Yes, they have. They have, obviously they have that partnership, right, with Eddie and Matchroom and
and Mexico,
and Mexico. So it would be interesting to see how they go, because the reason I say that, the stadiums that they have in Guadalajara are a lot smaller, which is crazy because they have one of the top 2 football teams, soccer teams, as far as popularity in Mexico, but their stadium, we're looking at anywhere from 48 to 55,000 or 46 to 55,000 capacity. I
don't know that they'll go there.
And that's 2 stadiums. One has a capacity at 46,000 and the other one that they have in the city is at 55,000.
Sounds small.
So to me, it's like, why not just go to Mexico City? You could do 90,000, but these are all speculations, right? These are all ifs. If Canelo chooses to go to Mexico, if Zurdo gets the Makabu fight, if Zurdo wins, if Canelo takes the Zurdo fight, if Canelo chooses to do business with Golden Boy, if they choose to take that fight to Mexico, so there's a lot of ifs involved. But definitely a fight.
But that's boxing, though, honestly speaking, man. And it all starts from these interviews and a fighter putting himself out there and doing what Zurdo's doing. And I think he needs to be commended, because the Mexican Monster isn't calling out Makabu. Jamal Charlo isn't calling out Makabu. Who is out there brave enough to call out Makabu?
No, all good questions, and all questions that, I don't really have an answer to. It's really one of those things like, how bad do you want that opportunity? And obviously Zurdo wants it bad enough to move up to cruiser, to challenge the WBC champion, when, quite frankly, with all due respect, he hasn't accomplished a damn thing at light heavyweight.
Zurdo.
I mean, your best win at light heavyweight is what, Sullivan Barrera?
But it's not his fault. Like, if people want to make excuses for Charlo and Andre, Zurdo wanted the Bivol fight before Canelo even talked about Bivol. He sent the contract. So, he's trying to get the fights.
No, definitely. He is trying, and that's what I like about this fight. That's what I like about this fight. So, I think we're going to have to see how much progress can be made here in the immediate future to see how serious they are about the fight. So I'm reading.
Yo, we about to see how good Danny is, dog.
What up, champ?
Improv interview.
What up, champ?
Producer conflict.
What up, champ?
Or, the message ain't go out. He was supposed to send a message to me or whatever. And we got another guest.
Got another guest.
So on top of Mr. Cash, Quoctavious Cash, will be on 8 a.m. West Coast, which is 11?
11 on the East.
Damn, that's late.
So who we got, champ?
That is late. We have, who do we got? I only know his last name, man. Magdomed. Kurbanov.
Okay.
Magdomed Kurbanov.
Okay.
The guy that beat Liam Smith.
All right. There we go.
And he's from Mother Rocha. And with everything that's going on, the producers felt like it'd be good for us to get him on.
All right.
And since Bivol got the fight, and they trying to snatch that right to fight, it'd be good to get him on.
It'd be good to get him on.
Let's get him on. Let's get him on. So, yeah, we don't have a post from because this, again, improv. Let me see if I can find something for you guys, though, in the meantime. And like I said before, the Discord link is in the chat. If you want to use Discord as a method to call in, we will be moving to this here in the future. So we want to give you guys some time to get used to it, even though many, many, many people in our community have already transferred over to Discord and have been using it for some time. We got this chat room called like TBV or the Boxing Voice 24/7. But now we're creating a separate room with the ability to call in and the feature to speak. So yeah, we'll be using that here soon. I did send the Zoom link to Mr. Magdomed, and we'll see what's gonna happen. But maybe
so it's not in studio.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. But let's I think we should do a poll. I think we should do a poll on the Zurdo situation. What do you think it should be about?
I don't know, man. A couple different ideas roaming my head. Does Zurdo beat Makabu? That's an idea that rolls through my head.
Okay, like can Zurdo Ramirez? So just do a versus, like.
See, I don't know though, because then I feel like a question like, will Canelo do business with the Golden Boy is just as intriguing. I believe.
So maybe two polls. It's early. It's only the 30 minutes into the show.
Let's do it.
So Zurdo versus Makabu. Who wins?
Or who gives Canelo a bigger challenge, Makabu or Zurdo?
Really? Dang, you suck. I want to see who people think wins that fight.
No, let's do that then. Let's do that. I'm just saying there's a lot of different ways you can go with this.
We got to do more than one. Who wins and how? So we're going to do obvious Zurdo. We'll do Zurdo by KO. Excuse me. Bear with me, fellas, as this is all on the fly. Zurdo by KO. Then we'll do Ramirez again by UD. Keep these things nice and simple. And then we'll do Makabu, the big puncher, right? What's his knockout ratio? Oh, we got our guest? Is that Mr. Karabanov? How are you, my friend? He cannot hear me. Hey, you don't hear me, but I hear you. Now you can hear me. Mr. Karabanov, what's going on, Arthur? How are you?
We're just waiting to get him in.
Okay. Good to hear that you're doing okay.
Yeah. How are you guys doing?
We're good. So where are you?
Right now I'm in New York.
Oh, you're in New York. Why was I like on pins and needles hoping you'd say Russia? Where is Karabanov at?
He's in Russia.
Get out of here. Holy shit. This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't think he'd be there. So, wow. So does he have anything lined up?
Not currently.
Exactly.
No, he had a fight 26th of March, but it got canceled because of the conflict.
Yeah. And I'm assuming he can't even get out, right?
Yeah, no, he can't get out.
That must suck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh wow.
He's about to be in here. He just.
Yeah, so for everybody joining us, this is Arthur. He will be the translator for Magomed Karabanov, who will be our guest, joining us live from Russia. Had a fight scheduled in March, and obviously with everything that's going on with Ukraine and Russia, that fight is off. So, yeah, Arthur, what is your last name here?
Chichelniker.
Yeah, I'm not gonna what he said. So this is interesting. How long is he gonna take?
He's gonna be here in like about 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
He's just downloading Zoom.
Alrighty then. So if we can we put him in the back until we're ready? I'm going to go to our poll. We'll come right back to you, Arthur. So far on our poll, we got Zurdo Ramirez versus Junior Makabu. Who wins and how? Ramirez by KO is already at 22%. Ramirez by unanimous decision is 45%. So from, a literal standpoint, he's about 60% of the votes are for Ramirez, where Makabu, only 7% of the voting public believe that he will get the unanimous decision, while 23% believe he can KO Zurdo, who's never been knocked out. Has he ever been dropped? Did you remember, Almanac?
Off the top of my head, no.
I don't think so either. If you're watching this on YouTube live and in the flesh, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, as it helps with the visibility of the show. It's going to help us grow. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans that need to know that we go live 7 days a week, plus do live interviews. Look, today we'll have Magomed Karabanov all the way from Russia. We're also going to be having in studio Quactavius Cash at 8 a.m. West Coast, 11 a.m. East Coast. So if you haven't already hit that thumbs up, go ahead and do so. And if you want to call in and voice your opinion, looks like we have our guests. All right, if you want to call in and voice your opinion, you already know how to do so. You can call 1-425-569-5241. The number's always right here above me. And yeah, you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype and join our Discord, which is pinned in the live chat, which now has the amazing features to call in. And it looks like we do have Mr. Magomed Karabanov. How are you? Good morning, sir. And he is having a complete dinner. How are you? Hello. We don't hear him. Maybe he's got to unmute. That's just not.
Слышно сейчас?
Now we hear him. It sounds very distorted, though.
It does.
Is it us, or is it the Russian internet?
Can you guys hear it?
It's Arthur that sounds jacked up and mutilated over there.
It does.
What do you got for me, Trav? You thinking? So it's like Russian signal or what? What are we talking here? Because Arthur all of a sudden disappeared. Arthur, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now we hear you. All right, so translate away, my friend. What did he say?
I didn't hear it. Magat, что ты сказал?
Я говорю, меня слышно, нормально видно, телефон
we
не
go.
повернуть, ничего не надо.
Yeah, he asks, you guys can hear him okay and see him okay?
Yes, we see him perfectly, and now we can hear him perfectly.
Oh, okay.
See, he's enjoying breakfast or dinner or something.
Да. Ты ужинаешь, да?
Да, ужинал, закончил, сейчас нормально.
Yeah, he just finished dinner.
Oh, so dinner is Uzhanov.
Yeah.
Ужинал,
Ah,
Okay.
let's go. So let's get right into it, Arthur. I want to know how is he feeling with everything that's going on, and how is it affecting him personally, being in Russia, being a Russian fighter, obviously not being allowed to fight, the sanctioning bodies threatening not to sanction any Russian fighter or give him any title shots. How is he being affected by this?
Как у тебя самоощущение вот с чем вот сейчас вот происходит и как вот ты сейчас вот с ситуацией вот, планируешь из-за санкций вот это вот боксировать и вот так далее?
Я жду, пока снимут санкции, и наконец-то смогу встретиться с Тишейрой и подраться за титул и пойти дальше, добираться до Кастаню или до Черло, до Тима Дзю. И все-таки я все еще хочу с ними боксировать, с ними встретиться и надрать им задницу.
I'm waiting for all the sanctions to be removed, and once all the sanctions are going to be removed, we'll resume the fighting and everything like that. And he's not going to forget about Teixeira, and he's going to continue his path to fight Teixeira after the sanctions. And upon
Кастаню, Чарло.
after fighting Teixeira, he's going to fight Castaño and Charlo, hopefully.
Тим Дзю.
And Tim too.
Could you ask him the Tim Tszyu fight against Terrell Gausha's next week, and obviously with Corban, with him being in the rankings so high up, just his thoughts on that fight and how that fight plays out. That is next weekend, or this weekend actually, coming up Saturday.
Which fight? Which fight are you talking about?
Terrell Gausha and Tim Tszyu.
Какое у тебя ощущение про Террell Gausha и Тим Цю на этой неделе? Ну, бой, который будет.
Конечно, Тим Дзю выиграет его.
He says that.
Тим Дзю.
He feels Tim Tszyu's gonna win?
Yes,
Ты думаешь, Тим Цю его разорвет?
Нокаутирует.
He's gonna knock him out.
Nice.
Now, with everything going on, obviously this has to be a bit discouraging. So high up in the rankings, he's number 2 in the WBO, only behind Tim Tszyu. Has he heard anything? We just heard Ukraine basically say that they're allowing Lomachenko and Usyk to leave in order to train for the upcoming fights respectively. Should they choose to, has he heard anything on his end as far as that? Because obviously he wants that title shot.
I'm having difficulty hearing.
Yeah, that's because he's in a freaking restaurant. Hey, Karabanov, leave the restaurant. It's too loud in there.
Маг, они спрашивают, если можешь ты в другое место.
Давай я отойду тогда. Хорошо, я отойду сейчас. 2 минуты одна.
He said he's gonna leave and be back in a minute.
1 minute, please.
Yeah. That already sounds better.
Yeah, already.
Actually, no, he got closer to the DJ. But for those that are joining us now, we are live with Magdomedov, Karabanov Magdomedov, and he is live in Russia. And, we got a lot of interesting questions for him. We haven't even spoken about sanctioning bodies. We still got to ask about Butayev and Stanonius.
Bivol.
Vladimir Klitschko not wanting Bivol to fight. You know, so much to ask him once he gets to a nice quiet place.
It looks like he's like at a mall or something.
I know.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yo, he's so safe over there. It's not even a war for
right.
Yo, so ask him that. How far is the war from where he's at? Like, he's just chilling in the mall right now. Like, is Ukraine not having any effect on Russia at all? Is it only the other way around? Like, are they just fending off Russia? Like, they're not attacking themselves?
Они спрашивают, где-то вот
He seems so safe.
сейчас на дальнем моменте
Am
находится.
I the only one who seems
Что
safe?
говорит?
Они спрашивают, где на дальнем моменте сейчас находишься, потому что там они говорят, кайф у вас сейчас.
Не понял, где нахожусь?
Да, где находишься?
Сейчас сижу я где?
Не, где в общем? Ну,
Екатеринбург, Урал.
he's in Ekaterinburg, in Russia.
Урал.
Ural.
So that means what? It's safe over there? I mean, you're talking to people that know nothing at all over there.
Yeah, it's relatively safe over there.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, that's good. So is he still able to keep his training regimen, still able to get sparring, still able to stay in the gym, given everything going on?
У тебя вот сейчас вот на данном моменте вот есть, ну, ты тренируешься, проводишь тренировки и спарринги есть? Вот как бы...
Yes, every day.
Okay, that's good.
Скажи, каждый день это моя работа, я работаю, неважно, год буду отдыхать, год будет, боев не будет, у меня в голове все равно практика боя остается, я делаю это каждый день, и мне не важно уже, я, скажи, нахожусь уже на таком уровне, что уже, типа, ну, я уже серьезно отношусь.
He says, like, regardless of the situation and everything like that, he has sparring, training every single day, and you know, like whether it be a year or anything like that of like vacation, like from not fighting, he's still like at that level, like where he's going to be training, and nothing is going to stop him, like to go forward.
Can you ask him his thoughts on obviously Vladimir Klitschko or Vitaly Klitschko
Vitaly.
Vocalizing that he did not want Dmitry Bivol to be allowed to fight Canelo Alvarez because he was a Russian citizen? What's his thoughts on that?
Какие у тебя ощущения? Вот, ну, вот Кличко вот недавно вот говорил, что он не хотел, чтобы Дмитрий Бивол дрался против Канело 8 мая. Какие у тебя вот ощущения?
Никаких, ну, сказал, каждый может это сказать, ничего страшного.
He doesn't have like any like thoughts, like he says that anybody can say anything, and you know, he's just neutral about it.
What are his thoughts on the sanctioning bodies not sanctioning any Russian fighters during this period?
Он спрашивает, какие ощущения у тебя, ну, за то, что вот, ну, люди в боксе никакие санкции не ставят на боксеров из России.
Не понял, какие ощущения находиться под санкциями?
Да.
Скажи, конечно же, хотелось бы, чтобы их не было, но раз они решили нанести такие вещи, как бы, и я готов принять и стать сильнее. Ну, я надеюсь, что все нормально.
He doesn't, of course, want these sanctions, and like he hopes that they don't like hit hard enough. And he says that like even like if they do, like he's strong enough, and like, you know, it's gonna make him into like a stronger person, and like you know, he says it is what it is.
All right. Does he have any opinion on Butayev, who is the WBA regular? He's going to be defending versus Amantis Stenonius. on the Earl Spence April 16th pay-per-view. 2 welterweights, obviously one being Russian.
Какие у тебя ощущения вот на боксера Бутаев, который будет сейчас вот защищать свой титул?
Ну, это хороший бой. Я, честно говоря, соперника... Как и соперника зовут?
What is the fight? What is the opponent's name?
It's Butayev and Stananonius. They're fighting. It's basically the winner of that gets to fight with Earl
Spence.
With Earl Spence and
more Ugas, right?
or
'Cause he's the
Ugas
WBC.
winner.
Yeah.
The winner of that fight. So the winner of Butayev and Stananonius gets to fight the winner of Spence versus Ugas.
Станtanonius его звать. Он будет драться вот.
Я знаю, что Бутаев очень сильный боец, и на данный момент на таком этапе у него нету раундов.
He says that Butayev is a very
хороший соперник. Для него самый хороший соперник для него это тот же Спенс, Портер, Гарсия и Дэнни Гарсия, и вот их много там. Он сейчас выходит на этот уровень, и молодой, сильный, поэтому мы ждем нового чемпиона, который будет долго держаться на первом строчке.
Yeah, he says Butayev is a very young, strong fighter who, like, you know, is gonna get like at the top level, and like, you know, he says like that this fight, like, you know, should be very winnable. And his level is going to be more geared towards Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, and Sean Porter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's in it.
Скажи, я спарринговал с ним один раз в 2015 году, и он очень сильный, техничный боксер.
He sparred against Magomed, the Butayev sparred against Magomed in 2015, and it was like only like a one-time sparring. This was like the one and only time. And what Magomed says about him is that he's like very strong, sharp, and you know, he's gonna be a real test.
I'm just curious because obviously he was supposed to fight Patrick Teixeira back in December, and both men made weight for the fight. But he fell sick, pulled out with a fever. Was it ever more than just a fever, or was it anything COVID related, or was it just simply a fever the day of the fight and that caused him to pull out, or was it ever more than a fever? Did he ever find out?
Они спрашивают вот по поводу вот твоего боя, который должен был быть в декабре. Они говорят, что вот вес уже был сделан для этого боя, и вот так далее. И они вот хотят узнать, вот, ты заболел, и если это вот было ковид или что-то было серьезно?
Я заболел еще до взвешивания, просто оно не сказалось еще. Я когда взвесился, поел, и болезнь начала высказываться. И поэтому в день боя уже у меня за 4 часа до боя температура была 39. Потом я сдал ковид, все остальные анализы. Ковид не показала, это было просто болезнь, заболел я. ОРВИ.
So this the sickness that he had was already like before the weigh-in, and like, you know, he didn't like really feel it as much, so like, you know, no one was like, really talking about it, but then like 4 hours after the weigh-in, you know, he ate a little bit of food, and then like, you know, the illness, like, it started getting to him. Like, he of course did a test. It didn't show up to be COVID, and everything like that, which eventually led to his withdrawal.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You know, a lot of great fights coming up, especially at 154 pounds. A lot of fights that I know he'll have his eye on. Wanted his breakdown with Erickson Lubin. and
Sebastian Fundora.
Sebastian Fundora, you know, obviously he's in the WBC rankings as well. Just his thoughts as that fight is here in like 2 weeks.
Какие у тебя ощущения вот
Прогноз на бой как его зовут? Эрик Слубин и Фундора.
Да.
Для меня Фундора это удивительный боксер. Скажи, я не знаю, он же без поражения идет, как я понял, да? Или одно поражение есть у него?
For him, like Fundora is like an outstanding throwing boxer. He asks, does Fundora have any losses or one loss?
Fundora is undefeated.
Yeah, he's got a draw, I think, to Jamonte Clark.
Yeah, he only has one draw. He is that was a split decision draw. He's 18-0.
He's been looking better in his last 4 fights.
У него одна ничья.
Ну, дальше. Я не знаю, кто построит под него план и как будут с ним боксировать. Ну, его можно выиграть, но пока я не думаю, что Лубин его пройдет. Фундора пройдет его.
He thinks that...
Я думаю, что... Да, по очкам пройдет его.
Так кто ты говоришь?
Фундора выиграет по очкам, да.
He thinks that Fundora is gonna beat Erickson Lubin by points.
Wow.
Скажи, удивительный персонаж для меня, скажи, Фундора.
He says that for him, Fundora is an outstanding boxer.
Wow. Tell him on October 15th, 2021, he posted a movie scene from Fast and the Furious with his face on the face of the now dead
Paul
Walker, and with Zoo's face on Vin Diesel. But obviously the captions are in Russian, the little air text is in Russian, so I need context, man. I need to know what was said in this meme. Can I get a screen share?
Они вот спрашивают, что вот это за мем ты выложил тогда в 15 октября. Вот.
Я точно сейчас как бы не могу вспомнить, но это говорит о том, что он от меня бежит. Разные дороги разъехались. Ехали разные дороги. Бежит от меня, скажи, он не хочет боксировать.
He said that the whole purpose of this meme, like he doesn't remember, but all he can say, like mostly is that there's like a racetrack, and like the whole purpose of like the meme, like to his understanding, is that Tim 2 is always running away from him and never wants to like get a fight going, and
so separate paths, basically.
Yeah.
Because it does show that they're both on the same road, then all of a sudden one goes left, one goes right. So I found that pretty interesting, man.
Ну что, там говорится о том, что, ну что, наши дороги опять расходятся, когда он опять соскочил с боя.
So he's like, he's saying, like what? The road split. You're running away, Tim Too. Like again, like, why can't you come back? And,
so what is his? I guess what sort of expectations or hopes does he have for him to be back in the ring? Does he have a projected month that he would like to be, that he assumes he is going to be, or is he just waiting?
Когда ты вот ожидаешь вот вернуться обратно в ринг, вот у тебя есть вот какой-то вот ну какой-то месяц, вот, когда ты бы хотел вот
выход всегда есть. Я думаю, что вернуться через пару месяцев, пока не знаю, что и как.
He says that like there's a possibility that he's going to return in a few months, so like 2 to 3.
Well, Arthur, I think those are all our questions, man. If you could just ask him to go ahead and give his.
The Jermel. We need just really quick his thoughts on the Jermel Charlo and Brian Castano
fight, yes.
rematch. You know, the first fight for Undisputed ended in a draw.
Well, who do you think won the first fight, first of all, and who do you think is going to win the second fight?
Кто ты думаешь выиграл первый бой? Кастаньо и Чарло?
Кастаньо.
He thinks Кастаньо won. И второй бой кто ты думаешь выиграет?
Второй бой по очкам Чарло выиграет.
He thinks that Charlo is going to win the second fight by points.
Ask him, did he know that Charlo was, I guess, insinuating that Castano wasn't hurt and, you know, just needed time to lose more weight? He was overweight, and that's why he claimed to be injured. And does he believe that?
Ты веришь в том, что вот Чарло, ему нужно было вот сбросить вес и вот это, и вот так вот далее. Ты веришь вот это вот, потому что он вот там говорил, что у него какая-то вот травма была, и вот какие у тебя вот ощущения? Вот ты думаешь, Чарло...
Это Чарло говорил перед боем?
Да. Ты думаешь, он просто болтал или...
После боя сказал или перед боем сказал?
Did he say this before the fight or after the fight?
No, this was
a few weeks ago. You know that the fight got rescheduled.
It was supposed to happen, and then it got.
It was supposed to happen March 19th, and it got rescheduled for May
21st or 14th, one of the two.
Это вот пару недель тому назад буквально было. Они вот должны были драться.
Говорит, что у него плечо через травма какая-то и перенесли бой, правильно?
Да. Угу. Ты веришь вот это вот?
Конечно. Я как бы, я думаю, что какая-то проблема присутствует, и просто плечо это или что случилось, никто не может этого знать. Как бы, я не знаю, что. Также и я заболел, да, я не могу. Принесли, для меня лучше это.
He believes it because like he knows that like even like himself like back in December that he got sick, so he had like Charlo had a problem with the shoulder, and like he believes it. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you can ask him to go ahead and just give out his social media for anybody that isn't following him. Can do so, and we thank him for his time, and we look forward to getting him back on when he knows, well, I guess when he could get back in the country or when he's got a fight schedule.
Дай свой Instagram, вот, чтобы вот люди вот услышали, чтобы подписались.
Когда словами?
Ага, да.
Магомед, нижняя черточка, Курбанов и 2 нижние черточки.
Magomed _ Kurbanov and then 2 underscores.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and wish you the best. Hopefully, we get to see you in the ring soon. A lot of great fights to be made in the super welterweight division. So thank you very much, and definitely stay safe out there.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Arthur.
Yeah, of course. Они говорят, берегите себя, и они хотят увидеть тебя скоро, и что ты...
Иншаллах, дай Бог, скажи им, дай Бог.
Yeah, he says, thank God, like, hopefully he'll be back soon.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you very much. See you soon. This is big news, big news, this big interview, okay?
All right,
thank you.
Thank you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Magdomed Karabanov. Austin, you could go ahead and end that. I want to thank, obviously, everybody that tuned in. Thank Arthur and Magdomed for coming on. Going back to our main topic, obviously, we're talking about Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, who now calls out Cruiserweight champion Ilunga Makabu, someone that Team Canelo had on their sights. Not necessarily Canelo, but Eddie Reynoso did want this as one of Canelo's future achievements. So, obviously me and my co-host believe that it's a good thing that someone is trying to intercept. You know, trying to Dikembe Mutombo smack that fucking shit out of Canelo's hands, maybe.
No, you know, Canelo said he said I'm busy this year, right? He says he's busy this year, and I know that not just has he said I'm busy this year, but dude, you seriously have a Corvette coffee cup? Holy shit!
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, we out here on the Corvette grind.
Could we get a wide?
You can pick up
shot?
You can pick up your Corvette grind shirt right here at theboxingvoice.com/store. You know what I'm saying? Get on the grind, man.
I don't know if they can
speak it, believe it, receive it, man. If you don't say what you want, how you gonna get what you want?
That Corvette grind, champ.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, every time I see
mean, I'm on the grind. There's people probably that at this point think like, oh, I don't deserve what I got or I'm showing off. But like, you're not waking up at 4 a.m.
You know, I'm going to be honest. I almost didn't.
You know how many people wouldn't continue their schedule? Trav wouldn't continue their schedule.
I almost
If
thought,
Trav would have been raised on the East and had to come to the West, he'd have just been like, yo, we going to 9. 9 on the West.
I almost thought.
Wouldn't you? Shoulder shrug.
I almost thought that you would cancel the show given that the news that broke this morning from Puerto Rico.
I ain't even see no news from Puerto Rico. What happened with Belanga? I know you about to make a joke. I can see you. He's biting the inside of his cheeks. He's about to make a joke.
No, it had zero to do with Berlanga.
Okay, what's going on in Puerto Rico?
It had nothing to do with boxing, honestly.
What happened in Puerto Rico?
Daddy Yankee retiring.
First of all, I'm not Puerto Rican, so Daddy Yankee no longer singing.
Yeah, but you got
doesn't matter.
You literally have
all Puerto Rican children.
No, you literally have his face tattooed on your upper thigh.
Lies people tell. We got a cash app from Abel Garcia. Oh shit, Garcia LV. Are you in Vegas, baby? Let's smoke one. He says, much love this Monday. Shout out to you, man. You know, Mondays doesn't have to be a day that we hate. You know, I love my Monday. My Monday's a Friday. Friday's a Friday. Monday, Tuesday, those are Fridays. You know what I'm saying? Corvette grind, baby. It don't matter to me. I'm here working and loving it, honestly. We should have another guest in studio in another hour. Shout out to Madison. Shout out to Madison. Booking at 8 a.m., right? Like, whoa. We might have not even went that long, Trav. We could have been done right now. But Madison booked us till 8. Now we got to just somehow, like, get all the way to 8. I don't know how we're going to do it. This topic isn't the best. It's pretty dry out there, you know. Yeah. I mean, you know, the only thing that's buzzing is Blair the Flair still in the loss. I'm telling you, he's still on my timeline. Don't lie.
I don't think he ain't.
He ain't on your timeline. Nah. Not even as a meme.
Nah, you lying. Bro, I promise you, I ain't seen shit about Blair since like Sunday morning.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter right now too. Like I'm scrolling. I'm like, what we got? Yeah, no, I ain't got shit to do with Blair.
So, Josecito Lopez is going to be fighting, though, right?
Cody Crowley, right?
Cody Crowley. I thought we was getting him in studio.
Nah, that ain't what I said, champ.
You said he was going to watch him spar.
Yeah, and then they canceled sparring, so I never went.
I mean, get him in studio. Brandon, you got his number 2, man. Get him in studio. He was such a good interview on Skype. I would love to meet him. He talked like Devin. Like nobody beats him up in sparring.
Really?
Word. That's why I was super interested when you said you was about to go, wow, I'm like, I'm coming. You should have watched that interview. He talked like, bro, he says, yo, I'm a problem. Everybody knows me. That's why they don't take the fights with me. You know what I mean? Like, remember, he beat the number 1 in what's my man's name? He's also Russian, right? Quadratulo Abdurakhorov. He beat him, and how you beat the number 1 and they rank you 14? That's disrespect.
Yeah, man. Let me try to set that up.
How do you feel about that? I've asked other people in the past, like, how do you feel about rankings? Like, if you beat the number 1, shouldn't you be the number 1?
No, I've never felt that way.
Really?
Right? I've never felt that way.
How do you beat the man and now you're not the fucking man?
Because the number 1 ain't the man.
What?
The champion's a man.
All right, but that's what I'm talking about. If you beat the champ, how you not?
But he didn't beat the champ. He beat the number 1, right?
Yeah.
the number one guy in line for a shot at the champ.
Yeah.
I've never been one to feel like, oh, if I'm ranked at 10 and you're ranked at 1 and I beat you, then I just jump everybody else and take your spot.
I mean, I beat you. You ranked the bottom. I'm not jumping them. You ranked the bottom. I'm just taking your spot because that's what I did. Take your spot.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's on a situation basis, right? Like, do you have the body of work to back it up? I don't think it's solely based off that one win.
That's crazy.
So that's my opinion. Should you jump up? You should. Should you
I had this issue
10, 14 spots?
I had this issue when Teofimo Lopez beat Loma. It's like, wait, Loma was pound for pound number 1, but you're putting Teo at number like 4 or 5. It's like, how?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have Loma at number 1 pound for pound, but
yeah, I mean, he was never pound for pound number 1. But at that time, ESPN would, every time he, Crawford, or Canelo would fight, that's what they would do. Whichever one was fighting at the time, they would use the word arguably number 1.
Oh, of course, that's what they're gonna do. But
but that's how it's been though. For a while, it was those 3, arguably number 1s. To me, it was always Canelo because of what he's been doing, and now over time, it's just cemented itself as number 1. But there was a time where Crawford was on his streak, which he still's on, and Loma was doing his thing. And, people considered. I mean, look, Teddy Atlas would love to throw Loma in there above some of these other more recognizable names. Wow, Ramirez by 37% has now become to be the biggest voting in our poll. They believe he can knock out Makabu. It's funny, these numbers are so low for Makabu to even get the win. 7% believe he can get the decision, and only 24% believe that he can get the knockout, which means that more people should be calling out Makabu, right? Like, Charlo should be fighting Makabu.
Bro, this shit is genius, right? Like, Canelo literally told people to fight each other, that he's busy. I was in San Diego at the press conference with Dimitri Bivol, and he's saying, Eddie Hearn is saying, Eddie Reynoso is saying, yo, we want to take one home. We want to take a fight home. We want to fight, maybe Junior in Mexico.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You can't fight somebody in Mexico who just lost his title.
Yep.
So, but you can fight the guy who beat him. And
which could hypothetically be
Gilberto Ramirez.
If he gets the win.
If he gets to fight. And then he gets the win, right? So.
But you believe that they would take the fight.
Do I believe?
No, you believe. You already stated it on the record that, yes, that King.
Oh, yes,
Makabu.
Don King. To me, the question would be, does Canelo do business with Golden Boy? That's the question to me. Should all of these hypothetical...
Yeah, but before we get there, we got to get to King accepting a DAZN Golden Boy deal and having that fight happen.
No, of course. And, that would be a big fight. Like, they just fought in a music hall in a town of like 30,000 people. Ooh. I was... Don King and Makabu.
Oh, you mean in Ohio?
Yeah, I was on my way there.
It's funny because I watched like something I found.
You bought the pay-per-view?
No.
You didn't watch the fight?
No.
Oh man.
I was busy. Like Canelo. But I seen that it was snowing that day.
Of course.
You're wilding driving out there. He's crazy driving to Ohio for a pay-per-view.
Let me tell you something.
That ain't even a pay-per-view.
Let me tell you something. The nearest airport was like hours away. The town they were fighting in of Warren, Ohio, has a population of like 30,000. The hotel that I was staying at that night,
it cost like 20 a night?
Bro, what it cost, the nearest one was like fucking 30 minutes away. 25, it was like 20 minutes away. Well, it wasn't the nearest one. It was the nearest one I'd be willing to stay.
When did you find all this out? Because this sounds like it was a rushly planned trip, right? Like I would have known in advance. 30,000. That's a red flag right there.
It was a red flag. It was a red flag because I'm looking up pictures of the town. It looked like some shit from Get Out, but for the Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So
you know I wasn't going there.
So, like, bro, that's the type of town. Let me tell you the type of town. The type of town that you got to be careful where you smoke your weed at. The type of town that, you know, the number one drug of choice to me is probably like meth, crack cocaine, or heroin, or, you know, some shit like that. So, definitely very interesting. Like, they were.
Why would Don King bring y'all to the slums?
Well, he's from Ohio.
I know, but Warren sounds like a dump. Just saying, I wasn't there. Shout out to Bo and Bama, probably gonna call to defend that card. But you know, you got to give Don King credit. In 2022, somehow we're still talking about him, and he's got a fighter in a very decent position, I would say. I mean, he's getting offered offers.
This is a picture of downtown Warren, Ohio.
Oh, it looks like Watertown in Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Yeah.
See, shit, when I see shit like
that,
this,
also looks like Baltimore, though. It could look like Baltimore. You need he needs somebody download the thing on this guy's fucking screenless, shareless app. See, he's always showing us, the viewing audience, something on his laptop that doesn't show us anything.
I'm just saying.
He's never come in early like, hey, Trav, can you put that little nice software you got on Nessus? You know what I mean? Show some initiative. This is going to be brought up in the meeting. We're bringing this up.
We're bringing it up.
Two things already.
Two things. Right? You writing them down, Trav?
We writing them down. The audience is writing them down.
Yeah.
That's right, Canna. Tell these guys, hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. And we have another guest in about 45 to 40-something minutes, Quoctavious Cash, coming off a loss to Ammo Williams, and it was Ammo's get-back fight. First fight with Kevin Cunningham. I wonder, is Kevin still training Ammo?
He just fought, right?
Yeah.
Ammo, that is?
Yeah. But that would have been good sparring for Lubin, who's fighting Fundora, which is way taller than Ammo, but is a southpaw, no? Isn't Fundora a southpaw?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I wonder. We're supposed to have Lubin, by the way, Thursday. 4:30.
4:30.
Erickson Lubin live in studio.
The Hammer.
El Martillo. Yeah, you know
Jack and Jill.
Is it Jack and Jill?
Jack and Jill, the name of his hammers.
Whoa. Why would one be Jill?
I don't know. Where's Jack and Jill come from?
I think it was Jack and Sledge. You wildin'.
I think you're right. I think it is Jack and Sledge.
Like Jack and Jill ran up the hill.
No, I just remember.
What is he talking about?
I just remember one of them being Jack for the Jack
and
hammer.
Jill. Jack and the Beanstalk. Everything with Jack. We're just gonna say Jack. Everything. What was that movie? Jack and the Beanstalk. No, with Tom Cruise. He had a Jack movie. Jack Reacher. Jack. Come on, guys. There you go. Come on, you guys, man. You guys don't watch movies.
No,
man.
I don't. You know, because I'm living one.
Oh, my life's like a movie. Really? So you do live a movie though. You've been to a lot of fights, big fights. You've gone to a lot of events too, because you know you're young and you like your little concerts and stuff. So I can see you. You know, you're into fashion. I can see you. Why you believe your life's a movie, man?
You don't think
live your dream, baby.
You don't think your life's a movie?
I mean, mine's is absolutely an Oscar award-winning movie.
There you go.
You know, mine's would have funding.
But like, look, this is where the Makabu fight was at in Warren, Ohio.
Why that looks? Give this man the software. That thing looks like it was like a fire. What's that in the middle? Zoom in on the middle. Why it looks like boarded up right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's not even boarded up, but it does. Like, you know, if you look at that picture quickly, it's like boarded up.
No, yeah, that's what I thought.
Send me that link. I gotta show them this because you don't have the software.
Bro, look, they literally used it for a funeral. Like,
Lord.
like Don
Yo,
King.
get him the software. Look at this shit.
Like,
That's crazy.
Bro, that's 3 dead bodies.
There's 3 coffins on stage right now.
That's where Don King put his last fucking card on.
Where boxing goes to die.
Like, yo, what's up with this guy?
Where does boxing go to die? In Ohio.
Warren, Ohio.
Crazy. What is it, like a music hall?
It's a music hall.
How do you do a funeral in a music hall? That was a pretty popular dude that passed.
Well, it was 3 of them, so they just...
Damn, it was a whole music group?
So they just said, fuck the funeral home. Let's save us the cost. Let's split the shit 3 ways.
Bruh, that was a tribute. Yeah, that's true. Did they get a bundle for 3 bodies?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, bundle.
We're all going to hell for this conversation, by the way.
3 dead motherfuckers for the price of 1.
Yo, with it's over. With that one, we're done. No forgiveness. Jeez. Oh, man. That is crazy. Wow. So,
and to think I was driving my ass there, bro. That's crazy.
You know, I know we talked about it yesterday, but it's still on my mind, the Jaime Munguia Berlanga fight.
Okay.
Do you think Bob entertains it? Because he's got Berlanga, who's obviously the draw. You know, obviously, you know, Jaime brings in some sort of equal fan base. But there's a hype behind Berlanga. And he's the bigger fighter. Jaime started off smaller. Would Bob take that chance, or do they see that Berlanga isn't ready and stay away from that fight?
Yeah, after what we saw Saturday night, probably not a fight you want to entertain right now. I think there is better fights.
Even if you could get a rematch on it? Non-title rematch. Like, I think I talked about it yesterday. These two could end up being like Gotti Ward of this era. Or not Gotti Ward. Israel Vasquez, Rafael Marquez, Eric Morales, fucking, I don't know, Barrera? No?
No,
well, actually, no. You can't be that because those are Mexicans. So this has to be Cotto Margarito. And any others like that. Salido Lopez?
Yeah. I just don't see what the rush would be for somebody like Edgar and his team to take a fight like that right now. You know?
And how old is he?
Edgar, he's what, 24? So him and Jaime should be about the same age, right?
So then there's no rush, man. I mean, look, right now, Stanonius and Batiev, what? One is 14-0 with 11 KOs. The other one's 13-0 with 9 KOs. Like, dude, I mean, we both on the same trajectory. If we got to go through each other, we going to go through each other.
No, that's very true. And, you know, that's a fight I wouldn't be mad at. It's just a fight that...
I like that fight a lot.
Does Edgar really gain... I mean, he'll gain like that experience.
That's a former champion and is an undefeated fighter. And it's like I said, man, those hands that Jaime lets go, they coming at you.
One thing I will say, though, should that fight take place, I just don't want them to, like, try to weight drain Edgar. Like, oh, you catch weight. No, bring your ass to 68.
Yeah, I don't think they could get that off. I think even though Jaime may have more fans, I think Edgar is the bigger star. But I see in the chat someone is saying Berlanga versus Liam Williams. George Foster from the UK, obviously throwing in one of his UK brethrens.
That's an interesting.
That is an interesting fight. Williams
like
is pretty
54.
much of a dog.
He a 54-pounder though.
Nah, Williams has been at 60.
60. Yeah,
He's been at 60. He fought Fox.
Okay, yeah.
He fought Andre.
Yeah, he fought Liam Smith. Yeah.
But he fought Liam Smith at 54.
Oh, you was naming his opponents at 60. Yeah, but Andre was at 60, right? When he fought Boom Boom?
What? shout out to Gabe. That's going to be a win for Gabe. If Gabe don't beat Shane Mosley Jr. on April 9th on the undercard of Ryan Garcia,
you just found out about that?
It's time to hang it up.
Just found out about that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I ain't on everything. You just said it first time ever on the show, so you just found out.
Nah, I've been though. So how I know who undercard he was on?
Because you watched the same message I got.
I ain't even look right here.
Look.
Right here, the message not even open.
Look. You got the message though.
I did get it. Did I open it?
He know it. Anyway, Almanac. Who you got in that fight?
Gabe and who?
This guy, man. Gabe versus Sugar Shane Mosley Jr.
Sugar Shane Mosley Jr.
Who you got?
I'm rocking with Gabe, man.
Yeah, me too.
I'm rocking with my fellow Bordy.
He is he's been around for a while, so it ain't like he can't get old. You know what I mean? It ain't like
he been old. He just, I feel like, things changed. He started to make a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
He started to give himself, because let's remember, Gabe Rosado of old used to be a late replacement for a lot of fights.
Mm-hmm.
Short notice for a lot of fights. So I like it. I like him getting the respect.
And Shane is a smaller dude moving up.
He is, and let's keep in mind.
But Shane trains with Coach Larry Wade though.
Let's keep in mind that Gabe, in the eyes of most, felt that that he beat Danny Jacobs.
Yeah. I mean, but that's old news because after that he got completely. He only as good as your last fight. His last fight was Munguia.
His last fight was Munguia. But styles do make fights, and obviously Munguia and Shane Mosley Jr. fight nothing alike.
Yeah.
So
no, that's a tough fight for Shane.
So I am rolling with Gabe on that.
Mm-hmm. Tough fight for Shane Mosley Jr. if he takes it.
Well, no, he took it. Like, the fight's official. It's co-main event.
There you go. So Jack Catterall has been dropped from number 1 to number 3 in the new Super WBO rankings following his defeat to Josh Taylor. This means, obviously, if Taylor does vacate and move up, it would now leave Liam Pardo as the number 1 versus Teofimo Lopez, which is the number 2, which is likely what they're going to order for that WBO belt. How do you feel about Jack Catterall, who arguably should be the champion, being overlooked by the sanctioning body in positioning?
Yeah, man. Look, truthfully, I didn't really know about Jack Catterall before his mandatory status.
Mm-hmm.
Put up a hell of a fight, right? This guy right here, though, Liam Pardo, I'm not familiar with. So in my head, I'm like, yo, is this just a guy that's been around that they're gonna feed to Tio? And I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know much about the guy. It's interesting. For a moment, it kind of seemed like
Tio gonna get a vacant belt.
It seemed like Tio was kind of headed down a different path.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of, I guess I can say it. It seemed like he was going down the Arnold Barboza route. It seemed like that would be his first fight at 140, and it still very well may be. Maybe that's his first fight at 40, and then he gets the title opportunity. I don't know. But, yeah, that's a very interesting situation, and I feel that Jack Catterall kind of caught the short end of the stick.
Speaking of short end of the stick, did you see what Taylor posted? He retweeted what the WBO, or rather what Michael Benson posted, and he put, "Quick, you better phone the police," with a sneezing emoji and a laughing emoji.
Let me, can you pull that up for the people to see? Can I pull it up? I can pull it up.
I have it as a let me send it to myself, I guess. I have it as a JPEG right now.
Yo, Josh Taylor literally posted a step-by-step instructions on sticking your opinions up your ass, and he said, "Facts, don't care about your feelings. Yours kindly, the champ."
Yeah, because he's getting a lot of stick for, the fake win or the questionable win. But can I get a screen share? And this is Josh Taylor's story, as you can see. And this is Jack Catterall's story. So Jack Catterall is showing the world what Michael Benson is saying about his positioning, and he ats the World Boxing Organization and puts his hand up like, what's going on? Why am I being overlooked? So Josh Taylor quotes that and says, quick, you better phone the police. Being a little bit of a jerk, huh? Rubbing it in.
Rubbing it into who?
To Catterall.
That's how you take that?
Josh Taylor isn't rubbing it into Catterall?
Absolutely not.
Remember, Catterall.
I feel like he's backing Catterall.
What?
Yeah, I feel like he's backing Catterall. Like he's saying, quick, you better call the police. You better phone the police.
It's sarcasm.
Right. Like, yo, they just fucked you over for Teofimo.
He's laughing.
Call the cops.
He's laughing. Look at the fucking laugh emoji. He's laughing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no.
Dog, listen, it's a play.
We're just going to stop, bro. I couldn't. We're like, you're not going to change my mind.
No, and that's fine, but I think the audience needs to know that.
I'm not reading it wrong.
No, I know, but I think the audience needs to know that about a few days ago, there was a criminal investigation launched because of this fight in the UK. So it's to me, it's my opinion that Josh is just playing off that. Remember, they made a police report about that's the first time that ever happened, man. But anyway.
Damn, everybody in the chat thinks I'm wrong, so maybe I am.
No, it's okay.
Let me text Josh. I really don't think that's how you meant it.
I mean,
what time is it out there? About 2:30?
Yeah.
Yo, somebody literally just texted me like, yo, are you high? UK Rob just texted the chat like, yo, are you high?
Nah, it's all good. We could take that down.
Damn, I thought that was him. I thought, damn, bro, I don't have not one person agreeing with me. Shit. I thought that was him. Like, yo, phone the police. Like, yo, they just fucked you over. And
yeah, sarcasm. He's saying it sarcastically, for sure, without a doubt.
Damn, yo. Somebody.
It's such a slow Monday. This is about to turn into a Thursday show. I really desperately want to talk about this, and I know I'm not going to come back and talk about this separately. So, what's up with Andy Ruiz turning down an offer to fight Derek Chisora?
Is that like confirmed, like, or is that just
come
like
on.
what's being said?
When does Eddie lie? You know, cue the soundbite.
Yo, I promise they're killing me in the chat. I promise you, I'm not high. I know. Look,
Did you have Info Joe's potato pie?
I didn't even have that.
Nez Heyman.
What? Give me that back, man.
Let me tell you
Shit
something.
was rocking.
I know how much. I promise I know how much Josh hates Teal. And I thought that post right there was his form of saying, yo, buddy, you got fucked over. Call the police.
Yeah, fucked over twice by me and them. That's why he's laughing. And again, if you don't remember, I got to take this.
He got to take it. Mr. Bill Haney with the early morning call. But yeah, y'all, don't kill me in the chat. Don't kill me in the chat. I just felt that it was something that I guess it's not, and that's okay. That is no problem. But no, it's definitely interesting. And as far as the Andy Ruiz situation, man, he got to fight. He hasn't fought since the first Saturday in May, right? He fought Cinco de Mayo last year, right? So, actually, I think it might have been April 30th of May 1st. Whatever it was, it was the Saturday before Cinco de Mayo. I took the L. I took the L. That's no problem. Yo, that's cool. I obviously see what he's saying. Physically, I don't know what shovel they're speaking on, but yeah, Andy Ruiz. He definitely has to make his return to the ring. There's been question regarding his passion, regarding his training ethic and his training regimen, and is he even still training with Eddie Reynoso? Obviously, Canelo had certain comments, so definitely going to have to see what's to come of Andy. But if I'm Andy Ruiz, I want to be as active as possible. I want to believe that, right now the heavyweight division is interesting, and you want to put yourself in a position to maybe win yourself a title or get yourself a shot that maybe you wouldn't have got. Get yourself a shot similar to the shot that you got against Anthony Joshua the first time. So hopefully he is in the gym. Hopefully he is training. Hopefully he is doing what is needed. In order to continue growing his name. There's no fucking reason it should be now going on month 11 that he's been out of the ring. No reason at all. It's unacceptable if you ask me. And on top of that, it's not a good look, right? You became unified heavyweight champion of the world, and now you haven't fought in nearly 11 months. It's just a little crazy. So definitely interesting to see what's to come of it.
Who came unified champion? Oh, you talking about Andy?
Andy.
Yeah, but he's not unified anymore. But
but what I'm saying is
you know what he's looking for?
Payday.
Yeah.
You want payday? I know.
All these guys, man, it's crazy, bro. Like,
what I'm saying is that you would like to think that he's staying in the gym, that he's training, that he's being dedicated, given the heavyweight landscape right now, given what's going on in the world right now, given that he very well could possibly, you never know, he could possibly get an opportunity like the opportunity he got the first time with AJ. All I'm saying is he has to stay. Bro, he hasn't fought since May of last year in a fight that he didn't look that good in a fight that he got dropped in a very entertaining fight nonetheless. But we're literally going on month 11 and you don't even have a fucking fight date. You don't even... the pound for pound king is questioning your work ethic.
Yes.
Like, bro, it's not looking good.
And that's not a good look because the world used to question his work ethic. So when he got in that gym, we automatically thought, okay, that's out. Look at Andy. Look at the transformation. Then the performance wasn't good versus Areola. I don't know because I'm pretty sure he only got like $1 million guarantee for the Areola fight, right?
I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, and that shit didn't do any heavy numbers on pay-per-view. Like, it's like you said, 11 months, and you ain't did. He talking about he wanna. I don't know, man. I like the Chisora fight for Wilder. I like the Chisora fight for Andy. Take that fight, man. Get this bread. Get back in the ring, man. Get back in the ring.
Yo, really quick, let's shoot to let's head over to Ness.
That's for you, man.
Yeah, no, bro.
Sent that.
Bro, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I was so wrong apparently that I'm like, yo, I just feel super shitty now. I have to go.
Damn. Yo, every morning this dude got to take a dump, during the show.
No, and that's what I was telling you this morning off air before we went. Bro, I have to eat breakfast because I really feel.
I told him he needs to get a deal.
You know how it is. And I know you're not much of a drinker, but like if you drink on an empty stomach, more than likely you're gonna get sick from it, or you're more likely to get sick from it, more likely to get hungover from it, whatever the case may be. Yo. It's like drinking coffee on an empty stomach, champ. So
I'm actually drinking coffee on an empty stomach. I think you're just weak.
Yeah, but how long?
You have a thinly layered bladder.
I do have medical conditions, but
pulled the medical excuse.
Bro,
I got a doctor's note.
I mean, you wanna
mommy
put me on the spot, yo.
I would sympathy.
No, it's not sympathy, bro. It's just I
He got shot in the gut. He got a shit bag.
It's not that. I can't really speak on it though because of HIPAA violations.
Oh.
But yeah, let's go to the next.
Call him Shitty Boo Boo with the shitty break. Let me see who we got on the line. We're gonna go out to Coach Myers in. Oh wait, no, is your hand up? No, anybody wants to jump on the line? You know the number to call in 14255-695241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. And it looks like we got some people on Discord. Let's see how that thing sounds over there. But wait, they got to raise their hand over there too? Okay, so I see James and I see Big Fish Vega. I can't make out that other one. Sweet Science. Who are you? Who are you? But yeah, raise your hand if you're ready to rock and roll. And if you're on Blog Talk, go ahead and also hit that one button. So we'll go to what looks like James Payne has that hand raised. And let's see how that Discord audio sounds, right? We never got that.
James Payne is my name, partner, how about you? Standing on my property and I'm gonna see about you. If I come out on my porch, I see you chilling in your wheel. Boy, I hope you know somebody better be waiting on the pitch. James Payne, baby, see me pissing on the post. If we're playing basketball, you might see me in the post.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Top of the morning. Yes, it's me. Checking in from the great state of Tennessee. It's your boy James, Payne, Mr. Lethal himself. And you know, like I know, the best part of waking up, y'all know the slogan from the 80s, TBV in my cup. Shout out to the TBV alumni made this slogan world famous. I'm not even going to really talk about the topics. We got a lot of callers that's going to take care of that for me. But I did want to say the audio quality on Discord sounds absolutely phenomenal. It's actually 2 steps above Skype quality and 3 and 4 steps above Blog Talk. So I like Discord. The only thing that I don't like is that I can't see you guys like I could see you on Skype. So it's a great thing you guys being in the studio, all of the technological innovations that you're making. But it would be nice to be able to see you, the video option, because y'all added that to the Skype, and I thought that was a nice addition. But other than that, Discord is sounding really good. Happy to be part of the TBV familia. Still saving my ducats in the bucket so I can get out to Vegas. So Sticky Paws gonna become Sticky Keyboards because James Payne Lethal gonna make the numbers go up. You feel me? But that's me checking out, man. Shout out to TBV. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know where you at astrologically, man, do the math. Uno, dos, tres. That's the third route from the sun. This is the dopest, illest, trillest, dopest boxing podcast in the entire galaxy, man. James Payne Lethal checking out.
All right. Well, James, man, appreciate you calling in. Appreciate you giving us that test audio on Skype. Discord. And glad that it sounds so good. Looks like we got CYP on Skype. What's up?
What up? Monday is that day. Let the hate begin. Listen, you know what? I was looking at that poll and I started to realize that if you let, the TV audience talk long enough in the chat, they'll expose themselves. I love how y'all do that. Zurdo's at 175. Y'all think he'll beat the 190-pound champ Makabu, right? Like, so how good is Makabu if you think he gets his belt took by the 175 guy? Because when Canelo is his opponent, he's great. Look how awesome he is for an opponent. But then you think Zurdo will beat him. Crazy. Second part. Y'all say, well, why don't Charlo call out Makabu? I say, I hear you, but Makabu at 175. That's the same weight that Canelo tested out before even talking about 190. So let Charlo get a 168 or a 175 test like everybody else before calling out Makabu. This big bad Makabu who y'all think Zurdo beats. Matter of fact, y'all think he knocks him out. Y'all messed up. Go ahead and defend that. Go ahead and defend it because I know y'all going to make up some shit to try to make it seem like, no, that's not what we meant. You just said a 175-pounder named Zurdo Ramirez knocks out Makabu at 190. How good is Makabu if that's the case? CYP out.
I think that's the point, though. I think the point is to show that since the world thought Makabu was a cherry, someone should do it. I get what you're saying. It is interesting to see that they think Ramirez would knock him out, but he is on a knockout streak. He does have some size. I don't know. Only thing I like is that someone is calling out a potential Canelo opponent and trying to take that off the table to become that piece on the board. Let me see here. I got to open up my own blog talk. But if you want to call in, the number to do so is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype or join our Discord group, which now has the talk feature, and courtesy of James Payne, has even better audio quality than Skype and 3 times better than YouTube. So, hey, Jaime from North Carolina, what's up? Jaime on Blog Talk. Jaime on Blog Talk. Yeah, it must be Blog Talk because I just played a soundbite off of Blog Talk that we don't hear. Check that the audio is working. I'll come back to you, Jaime. In the meantime, who is on? Anybody on Discord? If you want to speak, it looks like Austin V in Texas is ready to rock and roll. What's up?
That's funny. You think that's funny?
A little bit.
Austin V.
You know my level. And you will see.
Hobbs, New Mexico.
Because I'm gonna fuck out everybody.
All y'all my kids, man. Huh.
You wanna see something special.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
SDS Promotions.
Austin V, are you talking to me?
Is it Alonzo?
Oh, that says Alonzo? Yeah, click him. See if that's not Austin. Even though it says, oh, maybe that's Alvaro, which is Majimbe. Fuck. Well, fuck it. Alonzo, what up? Shit, I thought that was Austin. These glasses ain't good enough. That's long distance. This is supposed to be for short. You know what I'm saying? That's already too far. No? I don't know. He's not joining. All right. So, look, technical difficulties. We're trying to work it out. We got 3 different, what do we call these? Like broadband? Are these, is he there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We hear you. Who's this?
All right, this is Pablo. Good morning, everyone.
Pablo, where you calling in from?
I'm calling from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, I'm just calling in about the topic. I just think Zurdo and other fighters right now are just trying to follow the steps into Canelo. They want to be Canelos right now. I think Zurdo has the talent to do more than that. I think Oscar is just trying to use him to just plain use him. Try to get back at Canelo. But I hope he can wake out of that. And I feel like Benavidez can also just he's trying to just go after Canelo so bad. I think Benavidez he already became world champion in super middleweight, so he should be able to just go and challenge the others. Go to the lightweight heavyweights and try to get into the ESPN guys. If the fight with Smith and Berdaviev doesn't make, I can see Benavidez trying to bring a good fight to Smith. So I just think Canelo cannot say who you gotta fight with. These fighters gotta make their own legacy. But that's my opinion. I think Benavidez and Zurdo, they're both great fighters, and Charlo, they all have big potential. So Canelo's not the only guy. There's other great fighters out there that they are named by themselves. So that's my opinion.
All right, brother. Well, appreciate you calling in, obviously, and look forward to getting more calls from you. If you want to call in, you know the number to do so is 14255-695241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. And don't forget, you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype or join us on our new audio source and platform, Discord. We have always had a Discord community, but now we have the ability to allow you to call in straight from Discord. And I'm being told by one of our alumni members, James Payne Lethal in Tennessee, that the audio is amazing. I got a few super chats, so let me get to those. Let's see. Bear with us, and while you wait, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. Looking like the first one of the day is coming from The Axiom, who says, April 16th is finally less than a month away. What's TBV's excitement level for April 16th? My level is 1,000. Boxing fans' first biggest day of the year. I don't know if it's the first biggest day of the year, but I am excited. It's a very, very good pay-per-view card, top to bottom. I'm excited for all those fights. So definitely going to be tuned in. We're going to be doing a live fight chat right here in studio. So, hopefully we get Info Joe in the building and maybe even some JP come up from California and join us. It looks like we have our first guest in studio, Quactavius Cash. He'll be coming in and joining us, talk some boxing for a little bit. And, yeah, man, see how he's doing.
My God, what's going on,
What's going on, man? Good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
If you want to put those headphones on.
Dispatch?
Yes. Yes. So, Quactavius Cash, good to see you, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. Finally back in the gym after that bullshit in December. So,
and obviously you're talking the Ammo Williams fight?
Yeah.
Okay. What exactly do you mean by BS?
I think the fight was stopped premature.
Mm-hmm.
And the referee apologized to me after the fact. So that's how I knew it was some bullshit. They just needed for him to win, He's with the promotion company, so I gave him a little window to take it from me, and they did.
What did you think of Ammo? Is that a rematch that you're looking to get? Just walk us through it.
I think Ammo's talented. He got a lot of people that believe in him, backing him, so that's always a plus. And I'm assuming he's gonna make it to a world title shot, just off the fact that he got Eddie Hearn behind him and his manager, who was the guy who put me on the contender. So I feel like the future is bright for him. Is that a rematch that I want? Of course. Will I get it? Probably not. Am I salty about that? No. I just take on the chin and just keep it moving. So whatever happens for him next, I'll be happy with it. I'm not just pressing and calling him out for a rematch or whatever. But if they want their smoke again, come with some money and I'll be there.
Now, obviously, you've been in this situation before where you've had to rebuild off a loss. Yeah. What's the plan for you moving forward now?
I would say first, I have to start saying no a lot. I feel like when I got hit with the shot by Ammo, it wasn't the fact that it was a good shot. It was more so of me not having a break in over 2 years. Training camp after training camp. I think at one point, I was in training camp with Erislandy Lara. I flew back to Atlanta to fight and then flew out the next day to hop back in camp with him. I just felt like my body was overworked. So me turning 30 in January 20th, I think now I'm going to start saying no to helping a lot of people and just focus on myself more. And I think that'll help me more going forward in my career.
And by helping, you mean sparring?
Sparring, training camps, yeah.
But I mean, wouldn't some say that that's help for the both of you? Like if you went to help Laura and then you were able to fly out to a fight. Obviously, you know, it's because you were in shape, because you were in camp with Laura.
Yeah, but you know, it's like a misconception of boxing to say stay in the gym and, you know, stay in shape. You need a break. Everybody needs a break. I'm one of the only guys in Vegas that don't get a break. I'm in high level training camps all year long. I think at that time I had sparred Badu Jack, Erislandy Lara, Caleb Plant, then Erislandy Lara again, back to back, no breaks. So I think that just take a toll on my body, just, you know, kind of sort of being a sparring partner. Not like I'm getting beat up in those camps either. I'm doing my thing just like they're doing their thing. So it is great, but I think I need a good balance now instead of just, you know, I wake up out of bed and take a fight. I fought on ESPN off the couch. Most people don't know that.
What fight was that?
That was when I fought Calvin Metcalf, the first fight back after the quarantine was over with.
So what's the plan for rebuilding? Obviously, it says you have something scheduled on BoxRec. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I'm fighting back in my hometown, April 29th. A good matchmaker that I know, he reached out to my manager and asked that I want to get on. And I said, yeah, I like fighting home in Atlanta. And that's like, I look at the Atlanta fights, it's like studying for the big test. The big test is fighting on TV. So I can always get fights back home. I got a big fan base down there. I sell a lot of tickets. I got a lot of loved ones in Atlanta. So if I can go home and get some fights and get the rest off and get comfortable, that'll prepare me for the big fights that I get offered.
Absolutely. And I've been, I think, to at least 3 of your last 4 in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You definitely have a fan base, and it's definitely a location where I think you wouldn't have an issue rebuilding.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll find yourself in another big opportunity as long as you continue to win. But being in that 54-pound division, right?
No,
60?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was going to ask about the whole Tim Tszyu and Terrell Gausha fight. Yeah. But I still want to ask about it, man. Yeah. What do you think about Tim Tszyu? Is going to be his first fight here in America, and he's going to be taking on former Olympian Terrell Gausha. Who you favor a little bit? You don't think so? Anybody ever said that?
What?
No, that you favor Terrell Gausha?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Funny story. So 2014, I go to a fight in Indio, California, and Terrell Gausha fought there. And after the fight, you know, he won, of course. Go to the airport, and people like, yo, congratulations on your fight. I'm like, what? Like, I ain't fought. It was like, yeah, Olympia, you Terrell Gausha, right? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's when I had hair, though. So people always say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
funny.
In that fight, I favor Terrell, you know, just because he's from the USA, just like I am. And Tim Tszyu is good, but, you know, Terrell Gausha is not a slouch either. So this is a strong guy. Like, if you even look at the fight when he lost to Lubin, he hurt Lubin.
He did. Yeah, people were not expecting that either. And he just knocked out Jamonte Clark, right? But before that fight.
With a counter.
Yeah, because he wasn't considered a puncher. Now all of a sudden he hurts Lubin, he gets a stoppage in another fight. So
hey, that's a grown-ass man. I think he's like 35, 36 maybe. No, 34, 35. It's a grown man, so, you know, it'll be interesting to see that fight.
Yo, I just had to get these glasses, so now I got to ask, are you near Farsight or you need them for all day long?
I have a hard time looking at menus at like restaurants. Like,
oh, you need menus. Oh, menus. Yes, that's when I said, yo, babe, I'm like, I had to whip out my phone. I was actually with you. It was me and you at the sushi restaurant. I'm like, yo, I can't see this shit. I'm like, what the? And I put my phone, I'm like, damn, it's a wrap. I'm getting old.
It's like
his mic's not on. And this is Daniel Alvarez. I don't know if you've seen him in the Vegas gyms or out on the scene, but this is my co-host Ringwalk Danny.
What's going on, brother? Yeah, no, it was funny because it was broad daylight. It's like 2 p.m., 1 p.m.
But that restaurant was dark.
It was dark, but it's daylight, right? He got his fucking flashlight on his phone on the menu looking like...
That's me.
I'm like, bro, for real? Like,
word.
That's me.
Oh, yeah, man.
These are nothing. This is just +1s that the doctor said, I should get, but it makes everything.
I still pass out my eye test for fighting though.
Yeah,
they're just like, you know, maybe you use this at nighttime, like looking at the highway signs and stuff. So I definitely kind of need it for that purpose.
Definitely. So how's it in the ring though?
Oh, perfect. Yeah, it's cool in the ring. It's just like little stuff. Like, say if I go
Fine print.
If I go to McDonald's and I'm far back and looking at the menu, I can't see. So yeah.
So I seen that fight with Antonio Todd, right? Was that a headbutt or something? It ended crazy. That was I was interested in that fight too.
We were there, right? We were there. We were there.
Yeah, I was interested in that fight because Todd did good as I think it was the fight before last, or maybe the fight right before you, and he didn't get the decision. So I was interested in that fight and see how it would have turned out. Is that something you might revisit?
Oh yeah, of course. You know, I'm really
because he's local to Atlanta too, right?
He's from Atlanta too. Most guys aren't from Atlanta. They just say they're from Atlanta, but they're from other counties. Yeah. But Antonio Todd told me he's from Bankhead, so he's from Atlanta like I'm from Atlanta. We know a lot of the same people, so it's a fight. I think it should happen in the future. I would hope it's for more money. I basically fought him for free.
Oh,
I don't think nobody know that though. Like when I go to Atlanta, I don't make money. That's just to get a win.
Even though you sell tickets, because I mean, wouldn't that be where you get your money? Is in the ticket sales?
But you gotta understand, like I did the Contender. Most people think I am a money team fighter.
Yeah.
So it's like somebody wrote an article saying I was signed to Floyd. So when it's time to like get fights, when people look me up, they think I got money behind me.
Yeah.
So I'm paying TV prices for local fights.
Yeah.
I don't get paid. Like if I get paid, it might be like some traveling expenses put back in my pocket, but most of that shit come out of my money.
Yeah. So damn, you invested in yourself to get back to the level that you know where you do get paid and where you're on TV.
Yeah.
So it's a constant grind and a hustle then.
Yeah, people don't know that though. They think it's easy, or they look at me like, oh, he's just going to get a little easy fight in land. I'm like, nah, I'm paying for this. I don't have nobody really backing me besides my trainer and my manager. That's it.
Mike Leonardi, right?
Leonardi.
I was gonna bring him up, man. He's done well for you, it seems.
Oh yeah, that's my guy, man. Like when I first met Mike, I couldn't fight. I was in a bad contract because I moved to Vegas. So the people that I signed with back in Atlanta, they was mad that I moved out here. They said, "Yo, why did you move to Vegas? Now we gotta spend money to fly you back and forth for fights." I'm like, yo, I got to step my game up. I can't be the king of Atlanta.
It's funny. When did you move to Vegas?
First, I moved to Inglewood, California first in 2014. And then like a few months later, I moved to Vegas, maybe August, September 2014. I've been ever since.
Oh, wow. 2014. So you got some time out here.
Yeah.
What part are you living in?
Oh, I live in Spring Valley.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's like around Summerlin, right?
Yeah, close.
Okay.
Yeah. But now I'm about to move to Henderson.
Oh.
Yeah, you coming. Yeah.
Look, everybody's in Henderson or Summerlin, man.
It's nice in Henderson.
It is. Bro, Henderson was just voted one of the top 10 suburbs in the country.
No, really? it is nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But honestly, I like Summerlin better. Like where I'm at now, I don't want to leave. They gonna have to do something. They gonna have to keep me there. Yeah. Bruh, I'm over there on like Mesa Rod or Drive or Ridge.
He over there.
I'm on the hills, man. He got me on the hills, man.
Is it by Inspirada?
He by Bishop Gorman. You know where Bishop Gorman?
Yeah.
He's by Bishop Gorman.
It's beautiful, bro. I take that ride. I'm all the way up on top of the mountain just looking at these beautiful homes. I'm like, bro, how
Bishop Gorman is a private high school out here, so that's right by you. Yeah. And they have a lot of money behind them. Mm-hmm. Like Dana, the Fertitas, which used to be the owners of the UFC, Flavor of Flav, Snoop Dogg, like they have a lot of money behind them. So like their high school tuition is like $18,000 a year, some shit like that.
It's like going to college.
Yeah, it's like going to college for real. It really is. Like you could pull up to the school. There's like
it's funny that you bring that up because I was having a conversation with my wife yesterday about the school systems out here being rated poorly.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
On the grand scheme, yeah, I think Vegas
like the public
50,
schools.
Right?
The public schools, I want to say is like in the bottom 20% of
they
the
last, right?
No, so
we're always in the bottom, always like bottom
3.
Yeah. So I went to school here. We're always like at the bottom 3 of like school districts in like the country. I can tell you from experience, yeah, they're right.
It's gotten better though. I think last year they were like 42 in the country. So
how'd you adjust to the heat? Obviously, with the new studio and the show coming to Las Vegas, I've moved out here, but I've only come for like Canelo fight week, 7 days at a time. It's vacation. Living in the heat, how is it? How'd you adjust?
Yo, like when I first moved to Vegas, I had nothing. I just had 2 suitcases, so I had to walk everywhere.
What?
Yeah. I had to walk to the grocery
store. So wait, so you moved here without having anyone to come to? You just took 2 suitcases and in your mind, where were you gonna sleep?
Oh, I had my apartment
Okay.
set up. Yes,
Okay.
I had my own spot. I just didn't have nothing in it.
Okay.
And no car, so I had to walk everywhere for everything. So just being out there every day, walking back and forth to the gym, running, had to walk to the grocery store, walk to go pay bills.
Damn, wait, because Vegas is pretty big, man. How far was your gym from your house?
At that time, I stayed right down the street from Floyd Gym. in
Okay.
Chinatown. So it wasn't far. It was like two or three blocks.
Okay, that's good.
It's not that bad, but yeah, just doing that for like a year or two, that just, made me a stronger man just to be in this heat every day.
Damn, so you telling me for 1 year or two, you walked from the gym to your apartment?
Yeah.
With all them dudes in Floyd Gym, nobody could give you a ride?
Every now and
I'd have
then.
made a friend. Fuck that.
Every now and then, but just me being me, I really don't ask for much anyway. I feel like I needed to go through that. I was kind of, doing a lot of bad stuff in Atlanta, and that's the reason I moved to Vegas.
Okay.
So when I got out here, I was like, what, I need to be humble, and I need to go through this. I was always spoiled. I don't want to go too far back, but an incident happened in Atlanta when I ended up getting shot, 2013. So by 2014, I'm kind of like halfway in the streets, halfway in the boxing gym. I would leave the gym early to go do stupid shit. Just being out. And another incident happened where I couldn't walk to my gym. So my dad used to drive like 30 minutes to take me like 6 minutes to the gym just so I can bypass a certain area. And I like that's being spoiled. I'm a grown man. So when I got out here, I was like, you know what? I'm not asking nobody for nothing. I get it on my own.
For sure.
What was the moment that in your head you like, all right, I got to put this street shit behind me. I got to lock in.
Man, when I got after I got shot, I fought 3 weeks later, and I really didn't. Like, you would think it'd be a big deal, but it wasn't for me and the people I was around. It was just like, and I figured after that, I was like, yo, a lot of my family members are in prison. And one day we was at my grandmother's house and we was talking, and I was like, a lot of them in the jail for murders and, stuff like that. And a lot of my family members have been murdered. I was like, I got to break this cycle. I got to do something better.
Right.
So my mom was like, yo, if you want to make a chance at Boston, you got to get the fuck out of Atlanta. So basically, she kind of like kicked me out of Atlanta. Like, my mom, the only person I listened to. So she was just like, I made some money in the street. She gave me some money. She was just like, yo, you got a friend in Inglewood, California right now. Go out there to your apartment, get ready in Vegas, and just get away. Go try to make a name for yourself. And pretty so much is what I did.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that was my girl.
Boxing gave you that avenue, man.
Boxing,
Found your way out.
Yeah. Then my mom, like, before she passed, she sacrificed her life. Like, she stopped paying for her medicine to make sure I stay in Vegas, to make sure I can pay my bills. I couldn't fight. I didn't start fighting until I got my mic 2017. So that's when I got my mic. So we gonna go back to when I was talking about Mike. Mike is the reason that I'm back fighting right now, because he the one hired me a lawyer to get me out of my contract so I can start back fighting. So I wouldn't be fighting if I never ran into Mike in training camp with Badu Jack.
Merge that call, Austin. So I'm watching the highlights here. Well, actually, the full fight, and it seemed like you were having more success with Austin. I mean, with Ammo Williams when you started to come forward. Did you notice?
Yeah. That was something I was trying to work on.
He started clinching, like he was uncomfortable all of a sudden.
I was sparring Dennis Douglas and Fernando Vargas Jr., and it was the same thing. Like, when I was coming forward, I was having more success, and that was something they were trying to beat in my head. And I don't know, I feel like I got hit by that punch just by, like, I had a gut first round. I kind of just, like, got lackadaisical, just like, this really ain't shit, Like, I got this. Like, just too confident, and I paid a big price for it.
Did you feel you were bigger than him? It seems on TV, it looks like on Fight Night you were a filler, bigger man.
Yeah, I probably
did you feel that way?
Yeah, I probably was like 178 by the time I got in the ring.
But that's pounds, though. When you got in the ring with him, did you feel like, oh, wow, I'm bigger than him? Or was it noticeable?
Not really.
Oh, not really?
Just weight-wise, for the most part.
Cool. So I got a question here from the people looking like James Valdez, San Antonio, Texas. He says, if you were able to kickstart your career and the top 3 promoters came at you, Top Rank, PBC, Dazn, and they all had the same type of deals for you, who would you go with and why? Chase those dreams, champ. I look forward to your next fight, and thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. He said top rank PBC and Dazn.
Mm-hmm. All the same deal. You just get to go wherever you want.
No, hold on. You got to specify, though, because the zone and network, so Matchroom and then Golden Boy.
Well, I mean, he's saying ESPN. He meant to say like ESPN
/ Top Rank.
Mm-hmm. PBC / Showtime. DAZN / Matchroom.
I'm gonna go with top rank.
Why is that?
Shit, top rank offered me like 3 fights during quarantine, so they was trying to give me, a lane. They didn't want to sign me, but they was like, he's in Vegas. We need fillers for the show, so we can put him on. So I'm always love top rank just for giving me that. Like when the quarantine first happened, I tried to get a job and they said I wasn't qualified enough. Top rank put me on, so I would side with top rank.
Okay, so more of a loyalty thing.
Pretty much, and just the history behind them, like they work with all these, great fighters.
What do you make of the lawsuit right now Terrence Crawford has with them saying, and basically the big gist of it is that, they don't do enough to promote black fighters. What do you think of that?
I think that's true, but I also think a guy like Terrence Crawford, he's not like a hip hop boxer like Tank. Like Tank is like hip hop,
where he's able to cross over into that urban demographic and to the hip hop world, the sports world. So I got you.
And that's how you get the bigger venues, because it's not just boxing fans, it's hip hop. No, you don't see rappers really going to a Terrence Crawford fight. He's not in the club with those guys. He's not running with Drake. I think that makes a big difference when you trying to get a buzz and you want to get to the next level like Floyd. Look at Floyd. Like I've been a boxing fan for a long time. So I always knew of Floyd. People probably didn't start looking at Floyd till you start hanging around 50 Cent and getting rappers to walk him to the ring. That makes a big difference. That's how you cross over. So Terrence Crawford suing them saying they're not doing their job, but it's like they can kick out so much money trying to promote him and it still won't work. Terrence Crawford's one of the best of this generation. If I go down the street right now, I say 4 out of 10 people might know Terrence Crawford.
I'm gonna be honest, that might be a little bit high. To be honest,
I was gonna say 4 is good numbers. I swear, if you find 4, that's almost 5. That's almost 5. Yeah. 5 is almost half. That ain't bad.
Right, it ain't bad. But like Terrence Crawford, like one of the greatest of our generation, but he just don't have that hip hop persona.
He got that buzz,
right? And
that buzz,
and
man.
Maybe he don't want to do it. Like a lot of people don't want to go viral. Like me, I don't really care about social media and none of that shit. I care about taking care of my family, but I don't want to walk around with chains on or doing something stupid online to go viral. That's not me. But some people that is them. They want to be in the clubs and taking pictures with this guy and make it look like they're important. So, everybody's different. But I don't think he's gonna win a lawsuit though. I don't know much about it with him.
We don't know it hasn't come to an end yet from what I know, but I got Steve in the UK that says, hey champ, thanks for coming on the show. How about this as a proposition? You come over to the UK and you take on Felix Cash. We bill it as Battle of the Cashes, excuse me. And the winner cashes the check. Good luck with your career, Steve in the UK. Have you heard of Felix Cash?
Yes, I heard of Felix Cash. Like when I first fought on ESPN, somebody was like, "This fight's got to happen before they retire." So I hope so. I just got to do more in my career. I can't be calling motherfuckers out with 3 losses and I haven't did much. So I do my thing. Maybe I can take a trip over there. I would love to go to the UK and fight.
We got the best dad ever in Baltimore. He says, who are your favorite fighters to watch in this era? Who wins, Canelo versus Bivol?
Canelo wins. I think Bivol is cool, but, Canelo just on another level. But my favorite fighters to watch in this era would be Tyson Fury. I think that's my favorite fighter in this era. I look at a lot of Caleb Plant. That's a friend of mine, good, skilled. And I like Lara. I'm going to say a tie between the Cubans, Lara and Ugas. I train with those guys a lot, and I learned a lot from them.
What do you think happens, Lara versus Jose Benavidez Jr.? That's happening on the Tank undercard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd probably be sparring for that fight. I'm going to go with Lara. I feel like Lara is crafty. Benavidez Jr. is good, but I just don't.
You think he's big enough to contend? Because he's moving up. Obviously, he's been at 54 with this one last fight, and he was out of the ring for a while. But you think he's big enough?
the thing about it's not about him being big enough. I don't know if he's crafty enough to stick with Laura.
Mhm.
That's the thing. Because I'm bigger than Laura, and sometimes I've had success, and sometimes I've had problems trying to be a tough man. So it just depends on what Jose Benavidez come out. Trying to be a tough man, you won't get far because he's gonna trap you. So we'll see how witty and how good his IQ is when you step in the ring with Laura.
That's another fighter that was making a lot of name for himself and then got shot, and it kind of slowed things down.
Jose
for him.
Benavidez, yeah.
That was at his fight. He was on the Crawford Horn undercard, and it was after that fight that he got shot. But at that time, he was like building a lot of momentum.
You remember at one point he was the guy David Benavidez wasn't even talked about yet.
Right.
It was all about Jose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We didn't know about David. You're absolutely right. There was a lot of hype on him too. It's just once he got shot, it kind of dissipated a bit.
Even when I first sparred David, people they knew of him, but they didn't really know who David Benavidez was. He was
Damn, you sparred that big boy?
Yeah, I sparred everybody, man. Yeah, I sparred David.
So that's how I heard of you. That's how I began to hear your name being spoke about. Was you spar everybody? Like you literally spar everybody. Who would you say has given you the toughest sparring, and who would you say you've learned the most from sparring?
The toughest sparring, I got a few.
You
First,
must have sparred Abba Ali then if you're friends with Plant, right?
Talking about Ahmed?
Yeah.
That's my brother, yeah.
Jesus, but he's a cruiserweight. You out here wilding.
Man, I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like you gotta test yourself. I didn't come out here to be be timid, just be like, oh, let me just spar 54-pounders. Nah, we gonna get some work in. I fight those guys in the street, so I can't go down the street and be like, yo, you out of my weight class. I can't fight you.
Let's go.
All right, so I would say it's a tie between David Benavidez, Lionel Thompson.
That's crazy. Everybody talks about Lionel Thompson.
Bro, that shit.
That's my brother.
It really hurts. Like it hurts my feelings. The fact that they just do him so dirty in the sport
on purpose, and I'm not gonna say it, but somebody ended up saying something to me about him. I told him about it, and I'm just like, that's bullshit. They're punishing him for not taking a fight for low money.
Like to me, right? It was who was it that was getting? Who was David supposed to fight in his last fight? He didn't fight him.
Uzcategui,
yeah. I'm like, bro, how the fuck is Lonnie not getting this fight after he just smoked this dude?
But it goes back to having people behind you.
No, of course. All
right, back to the original.
But
question.
ain't he with TMT? That is people behind you.
Man, yeah, if you say so. I'm talking about the people, but the people that's over them, the people behind the scenes pulling the strings. When you talk about the Cuba, people like that. Those people are powerful. Their word means something.
Louis de Cubas.
Louis de Cubas, people like that.
28-year-old man.
Whatever he say, it goes. Like, I need this fight on this card. Oh, tank fight. I need this fight. This is the co-main event. He makes it happen. So that's what I mean by power. When you got power behind you, shit gets done. But without that, it don't get done. All right, so back. We got David Benavidez. It's a tie. Who gave me good work. Janabek. Janabek. And I sparred him for last October. I was in camp with him in Cali. And that was the first time in a long time that I felt like a kid in the ring. I was kind of sick, but I didn't do good at all out there. And I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. Rod Brandt, gave me good work. Laura, of course, Ugas, Brian Castano.
Whoa.
So the first time I sparred Brian Castano, right, the first punch I hit him with, it wobbled him. A hook, boom. He shook that shit off and he kicked my ass for 4 rounds. For real. It was like it was me, Brian Castano, and Ugas. We did a camp together, probably 2000.
You used the bar or just cheek protector?
Just regular protector, yeah. And then before Ammo fight, I was sparring this Cuban, Yoel Gomez. It's 4-0, 5-0. He's about to fight Jorge Cota. And he split my lip. People didn't know that I had stitches before for Ammo.
What's your thoughts on Benavidez Canelo if it was to ever happen?
If anybody can beat Canelo, I would say it'll be Benavidez just off size alone. Not putting too much out. His business out. But one time I was sparring him, he was like 230 pounds. And I'm like, it's no way in the hell he's going to make 68. And he made it. So just by him being that big of a guy.
230.
Yeah.
But you could imagine that when Earl getting up to 180, Bradley himself was 180. It's like, yo, how much is a 68 pounder weighing?
But that's like a 33-pound weight over your fighting weight.
Yo,
this is
Chavez,
60 something pounds he's talking about.
But listen, Chavez would weigh in 22 pounds above his weight on the night after his weigh-in.
Yeah.
So he weighing in for 60, coming in 182.
Yeah, but that shit we hear about, right? We hear fighters rehydrating 15, 20 pounds over.
All right, so then give him 2 more weeks out the ring. He gonna be 200 and something. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. You know, David was a big boy before he started boxing.
Yeah.
So when I was sparring him I was like, yo, if anybody can absorb them punches from Canelo and keep going, he can do it.
I mean, but if he was 230 on fight night, I mean,
there's no way that's not fight night.
No. I know it's not fight night. I'm just saying, if he's cutting that much weight, how do we know he gonna be strong in the ring on fight night? It's a lot of weight to cut.
He showed it so far. Like I haven't really seen him. Well, he haven't. Really
Graville put him down.
Yeah,
it was more off balance though.
Yeah.
I mean, not off balance, but like squared up. He was squared up. He got caught with a shot. Squared up.
I was at that fight, the first one.
Yeah,
I thought Ron won that fight.
Yeah, but the second one he definitely got. That's
he
my
got-
brother though.
he
Like
got smoked.
me and Ron used to train together too.
Yeah.
And spar and shit. So yeah.
Man, you really sparred everybody, man.
Yeah, man. If I go down the list, you'll be like, whoa, like that's crazy.
That
if
is
I can
crazy.
remember.
Was there?
But you getting paid for these sparring sessions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like for a while,
do you think that $1,000 a week is offensive?
Oh my god.
For
should
who?
we leave it alone?
Nah. So
$1,000
I'm just
for what?
asking. No, don't give context. Just $1,000 a week for sparring.
It depends on who it is.
See, that's what I'm
So
saying.
the price goes up depending who.
Depending on like who they are, you know, the magnitude of the fight. they're fighting.
if
Castaño, would you take $1,000 to spar Castaño a week?
I would, but they offer me more.
Oh, there you go.
Offer me more.
all right, so if you were sparring Jermell Charlo, right, and he's giving you 2 a week.
Right.
He fucked that up.
I did fuck it up. I did.
Basically, he's saying
No.
if the opponent-
Charlo, that's what it was. Charlo's giving you 3 a week. Right?
3,000?
3,000 a week.
Okay.
He paying room and board.
plus giving you 3,000, but now Castaño calls trying to give you 1,000. What do you do?
Me personally, I would take it. You know what? Because
it's worked with a fucking world champ.
It's worked with a world champion, and like my coach real big on like David Goggins, like make yourself uncomfortable. So even if Brian Castano came to the gym and didn't want to pay me, my coach would be like, "You're sparring him."
There was a lot of variables that went into that too.
But it don't got to be specific to your guy. You keep making it specific.
But I mean, you made it specific by bringing it up because you.
No, I just want to ask sparring rates because I've been in camp with Wilder a lot, and then I've met guys. You know, they come in to spar with him. Yeah. They'll be like 0-0, and I'm like, you know, what you get in or don't gotta tell me, but to them it was invaluable. It wasn't about the money. It's like, yo, I'm sparring with the heavyweight champ of the world.
Yeah, you talking about guys that are 0-0, not guys that are already.
Some guys are 0-0, yes, absolutely. But Junior 5 wasn't 0-0. Junior 5 was like 19-0. I mean, you got Alonzo Butler. I mean, so many, bro. Big Baby. I'm not saying they. I'm not. I don't know what they was getting. What I'm saying is that people don't only value the money.
It's the experience too.
It's the experience that you get and the work that you get.
Right, but some people also that like in that scenario. So it was a topic of conversation where we were saying that you can't tell people what they're worth, and in the moment it was specifically to Devin Haney. Somebody say, "Yo, he want too much money. He overpaid. He not worth that much." And I'm like, you can't tell the next man what he worth because at the end of the day, he been getting it. He been getting the money. So it's like, how are you gonna say he's not worth that when he's been getting that?
Right.
So that brought up that brought up Jared Anderson, who, in speaking to him, obviously, you know, he got a lot of work with Tyson Fury. Was making, you know, was being compensated well for that, and then he started camp, Jared, that is, for another fight, and he got invited to come down and spar a heavyweight contender, and he turned it down for the money, but the sparring would also require him to move him, his team, his training camp from Vegas down to Miami. And he's like, yo, I got like my own fight to prepare for, and the money wasn't worth moving me, my team, and now I got to train for my fight and focus on my fight, but also train down there. So he disagreed. He's saying it's invaluable. I'm saying I don't disagree, because it's like you can't tell me what I'm worth. Like if I feel I'm worth something and that's my price and my rate, and I don't think moving my training camp to Miami is worth it, then that's my opinion.
Yeah, because on the grand scheme, he'll be kicking out more money than he's getting from training camp. So it's like, if they're in the same city, maybe it'll work. But for me, I have to like move everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but all of the added details wasn't included into that. It was just, oh, this is what they offered and this is what was turned down and so on and so forth. So to each their own, but I guess
I've sparred world champions for free. I sparred Adrian Broner for free.
But like a camp, or just like, oh, you in the gym?
No, like with Adrian, like before he became who he is now, he used to do his camps in Atlanta. And I used to spar him. He used to kick on everybody else in Atlanta. That's something I know.
There you go.
And I was a kid. I was like, what, 16, 17 or something. And I was a bigger guy, so it's like, well, he's small. He can punch as hard as he want. You still got to spar him. So, I sparred him. I used to spar Zaire Rahim when I was like 16 too. Andre Berto. And I didn't get paid for none of those when I was young. Like, I didn't probably start getting paid for training camps time I moved to Vegas.
Okay. So, man,
that's usually how it is, right? When you get away from your hometown, all of a sudden your value goes up. And shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't want to pay you right in Atlanta. As soon as he from Atlanta, give him a couple dollars. What the fuck? So did you say David Goggins? Goggins is your coach, or
no,
just
I said my coach like him, and like his mindset, like just being
about
uncomfortable.
To say, old boy.
I would like to meet him though.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've had the chance to meet him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I actually met him at a Top Rank show in the bubble.
What?
Yeah, it was like one of the shows they did in the bubble. And we were in the COVID room, like in the room getting tested, like
I found the bubble. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were in there together, and like I just introduced myself real quick. Cool, kept it moving, and then ran into him like in the casino after the fight and whatnot, and then I got a picture with him there.
Yeah. Like his mindset is the reason I did some of the stuff that I've did. Like fighting with a fucked up hand all last year, pretty much. And like Ness knew it. We talked about it. Be having a bad hand, and I think I fought Antonio Tarp with one hand. I fought the first fight, the little southpaw. I fought all those fights with one hand. But I was like, shit, if David Goggins can run 26 miles on a broken foot, I can use one hand in a fight. So
yeah, that dude is definitely something else.
Did you read the book? You should read the book.
I haven't read his book. I've seen a lot of like the podcasts and shit that he's done. His mentality is just like on another level.
It is.
Like I said, I haven't read the book though. I've heard.
Do you know how powerful the people would be if everybody thought like him? To endure that pain, like as soon as we feel like excruciating pain, we're done. Like that's it. I broke a bone, I'm done.
Do you know? I feel like it'd be interesting, right? Because I look at a guy like David Goggins, and I'm like, yo, how happy is he? I think about shit like that, right?
So you think it's cap, like just the way he acts online?
No, I don't know. I don't know that it's cap, right? But I feel like everything's about balance, right? Yeah. I feel like too much of one thing is not good.
Of course.
And I genuinely have thought to myself in the past, just like watching him, hearing him talk, and I'm like, yo, how happy of a life does he really live? Like, yeah, you're very disciplined and you have a mindset that very few people in the world may have, but it's like, do you really like live a happy and enjoyable life?
Well, from the little that I know about him, he was like overweight and like a failure. He couldn't get into the military. So
was getting bullied and whatnot.
Getting bullied and stuff. So by him turning to this, it's like you know, like on the movies, the evil genius, like they grow up, they get picked on, then they get to be like this strong guy. So I feel like that's what David Goggins is. Not saying he's evil. I'm just saying like he's just making everybody pay for the way they treated him in the past. So you might be right.
You know, so because man, the whole time I was like watching him. We in the COVID room, and then man, this dude didn't smile, and he like ain't shit funny, ain't shit to smile for. Yeah. Like he ain't say that, but I'm looking at him. I'm like,
he'll tell you people think he's crazy, and he said it like people think I'm crazy, but you know, I guess he thinks his mindset works for him. So.
I got one more from Connecticut. Coach Meyer says, since you're from Atlanta, who are your top 5 fighters all time from Georgia? Mine are Holyfield, Vernon Forrest, Paul Williams, Sugar Ray, Larry Holmes.
Hold on, who is Sugar Ray? What's Sugar Ray?
He said Sugar Ray.
Larry Holmes from Atlanta too? Oh, from
That's
Georgia?
what he said.
My top 5 fighters from Georgia. Okay. Holyfield, of course, but he's really from Alabama. Vernon Forrest.
So Sugar Ray Robinson is from Georgia. So he might have been saying Sugar Ray Robinson.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's from a town called Ely, Georgia. It's in Montgomery County.
Oh wow.
It has a population of 500 people, so that's probably why you've never heard of it.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
So we got Holyfield, Vernon, Romalis Ellis. He was Olympian. Have you heard him before? Romalis Ellis. Yeah, Romalis Ellis. Can I get active fighters now too?
Yeah. It's your top 5.
Yeah. We got this one kid, he's special, Brian Norman Jr.
I've heard a lot about him. But I've also heard that he ain't fought nobody.
He ain't yet, but you know, that's coming. But right now he's doing everything he's supposed to do with what's in front of him.
So. Oh, okay. So he's on. I knew he had about 20 fights. He's 21-0 or 22-0, 19 knockouts. I didn't know he was only 21 years old though.
Yeah, kid, man. I've been
okay
him for a long time.
All right. So because bro, I got shout out to Tyler. We got a friend down there.
Ain't he originally from Atlanta?
No, he's originally
Cali.
He's originally from LA, but he lives down in Atlanta, and he's big on this kid. And and I looked him up. And I just saw him like, yo, this dude got nothing but bar fights in Mexico. But okay, if he's 21 or 22, 20, how would I say 20? He's 21. Yeah, he's 21.
Yeah.
So that's he gets a pass.
I got 3 OGs and I got 2 young guys. Najee Lopez. I'm
okay.
The heavyweight, right?
No, he's not a heavyweight.
I want to say Najee.
Cruiser or light heavy?
Okay.
Yeah. But I've been doing them since they was like kids.
Didn't he just have a fight in Florida?
Yeah,
on Pro Box. Yeah. Our partner Malinaji called the action with Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones.
Yeah. So Najee Lopez. I think he's special. I think he's gonna make a big name in the sport.
It's funny that everybody talks about that guy, but he wasn't signed to a major. But he is with Van Nieuwhouse, right? Yeah. He signed to Tim, right?
He did. Yeah. He signed to Tim and management and I think Pro Box for promotion.
Okay, so he a cruiserweight. I thought, he's came in like.
I'm just shocked. There's so much. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
just like
good.
A lot of people talk about him like he's gonna be next up.
I just.
Why isn't he with a major?
Yo, I was in the gym with Amari Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know him.
Okay. Devin's Amari.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And him and he was telling me about Najee, and then like somebody overheard him. And I'm like, yo, that motherfucker's the truth. He gonna be the next one. Like, and it really got me interested, into who he was and stuff like that.
At that weight class, I haven't really seen nobody. He's punching like a 54-pounder. Like the way he put his punches together, the speed, just the way he is. So, I'm really excited just to see him.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's crazy. I can tell. I met him in Atlanta. I thought, don't he got a brother too that fight?
Yeah.
What's his brother? Because I confused it.
Tito.
Yeah.
Hakeem and IG. Yeah.
I confused his brother one time for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see what shakes out with him. It's interesting what they got going on with Pro Box too. So they should keep him busy because they got their own venue over there.
It's funny for you to because obviously the question was asking for your top 5 fighters coming out of Atlanta, and
And you mentioned a prospect.
Mentioned two guys on the come up. So that's interesting. But it's funny though because
funny you ain't mentioned my man Mac Truck though.
Forgot. See, I need more.
Truck from Atlanta, man. He's gonna be next up. I hope, man. He's so short, but I hope he could get it.
Yo, but if you think about it, like heavyweights back in the day was like his size.
Yes, they were.
5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, him and Coach Mustafa bringing that old school shit back, and then just to watch them train and like see shit on Instagram and like just to hear Coach Mustafa talk about Matt Truck is just like, yo, I hope this kid becomes something special.
Me too.
I want to see everybody from Atlanta win. When I first moved from Atlanta, a lot of people really wasn't happy for me. I used to hear like the crazy stories about myself, but like I put that to the side. Like I fuck with who I fuck with, and like I want to see everybody from Atlanta win because when they win, we all win. Just like when I lose, every it's like we just get grouped as one. Like those Atlanta fighters ain't shit. And I'm like, nah, that's not true. Like we got some good talent down there, and I'm just ready for the world to see it.
What part?
Go ahead.
What part of Atlanta is the Cosmopolitan in? Because we had a conversation on
Decatur, right?
That's Decatur.
That's Decatur.
Yeah. Okay, Decatur,
That's
Georgia.
the trenches right there. That's the hood.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yo, I love it in the Cosmopolitan.
Yo.
That venue was all right.
Stay off the Cosmopolitan. Don't go over there.
Yo,
what?
I love the venue. I love
that venue.
That was when you fought, right?
That's when I fought Antonio.
And Truck and Darren Cunningham had a show in there.
Yeah.
So that was a different one?
No, it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same night.
One,
yeah, I was
one.
gonna say because I'm like, how many?
But
there
was we had another show in there too.
Okay,
TriStar.
so I was there. I was there for that, and that was the first time I've been to Atlanta. First fight in Atlanta. I thought
Latins Promotions used that same venue too. The dudes from Brooklyn with the girl. Remember we called the fight there. It was a Hispanic woman, Latins Promotions, and she did a co-promotions with
Biggs, right?
Big Time
Big Time
Promotions.
Promotions, yeah.
That's a nice venue. I knew it was the hood, but it don't feel like
you know
like you about to get robbed.
We was just talking about.
He said you might. All the security had guns. I'll keep cutting you off. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's a mistake.
Terrible, bro.
I wasn't finished.
Terrible, bro. Nah, I was saying we were just talking yesterday about New York and Atlanta, and somebody said Atlanta's gonna be the new Mecca of boxing, right? And which I don't agree with, but we was talking about Gucci. Gucci shot a fucking music video at that same spot.
Really?
Yeah, he got a music video in front of it, and they like redid the fucking whole venue, like the outside at least, for the music video and shit. Yeah, Gucci got a music video outside. I loved it, man. Let me tell you. When I pulled up, I was looking. I'm like, all right, swap meet, and then the club where the fights was at. But I knew. I'm like, yo, this shit hood. I knew that because you know how they had like the sections and shit. So they bring the bottles over and they pour the bottle of liquor in a Kool-Aid pitcher because they're like, yeah, we've had too many fights with people using the bottles, hitting each other.
Throw them bottles at you, boy.
And I just thought it was a cool experience. Like, to me, that is a true VIP experience. I get to come to the fight. I get bottle service brought to me by a fat black ass, like beautiful.
Yo,
it was beautiful.
The women is fine. Like that venue comes with the women. I inquire because I do events. I'm like, wait, this little spot is right. Yeah. And we start talking to the owner. It even come with the women, man. That's a nice spot. No, but I get you. You got to be careful.
It's nice. And then I wonder what the setup is when it's in the club because they got the back room where like all the fighters.
No, it's huge.
Shit.
You're like, because I've never seen it other than a boxing event. So it's huge if it would be a party event.
Yeah, I'm just saying because like I know that back room was humongous and that's where all the fighters was at and they had a bar right there. So I'm like, is this like an added portion
like
to the
VIP,
club?
Yeah, kind of thing,
like a high end type of room maybe for people.
So before we wrap up and get you out of here, man, my last one will be like, are you throwing your own shows out there, or you get on other people's shows?
Oh, I get on other people's shows. Most of the time, somebody throwing a show in Atlanta, they reach out to me or reach out to my manager, like, yo, we got room for you. What you want to do? And we find a way to make it happen.
Okay.
Every time.
How does that feel for you to know that you're like the go-to guy for Atlanta?
It feels good, like, just to know that I'm appreciated in some kind of in some way.
Mhm.
But I know I can't let it get in my head because that's not my limits.
Yeah.
I want the world to know who I am. I want to fight in Vegas. I want to fight in Cali. I want to fight in not Cali. I don't want to fight in Cali no more. I want to fight in Texas. I want to fight.
Why you don't want to fight in Cali no more?
When
Texas?
I fought on the Contender, the first fight I lost against Gerald Sherrill, I ain't like how I was treated on the TV show. Not saying the TV show people treated me bad. The people with the commission, just the way they just handled me. I didn't really like the feeling. And I felt like I was like, are they doing this because they don't think much of me because I'm from Atlanta? I don't know. I just was overthinking the whole situation. And, the guy that stopped the fight when I fought Ammo, his dad, Raul Caiz Jr., did it to me on the Contender. And they both kind of said similar things. Like when I got stopped on the Contender, he was like, yeah, if this wasn't a TV show, I would let the fight keep going, But, hey, good luck to you in the future.
What?
Yeah.
So they wanted to force the action. They needed the knockout for television.
Yeah. And then when I lost to
Bro, I
to
flip
Ammo,
out, man. I'm telling you, when refs do things like that, I always remember of Zab Judah grabbing a stool, throwing it at a ref. Like, I got a short temper. You ain't just gonna rock. This is my livelihood.
Listen what
man.
Raul Caiz Jr. said when I lost the Ammo. He said, "Yo, I'm sorry. I thought you was out." I said, "Yo, you can't say that. That's like a cop saying I thought you had a gun and killing somebody. You got to know. Like it's your job to know. You are a professional. You're supposed to know these things." And I wasn't out. I got rocked a little bit, but by the time I grabbed him, I was back to normal. So when I got back up, I'm good now. I'm ready to go. It woke me up.
I remember watching that fight because I was there for that one, and like all the media people sit together, right? They have their own area, and we're all looking at each other like, did that shit really just happen? Did that fight really just get stopped?
Yo,
So
the doctor didn't even check me out in the back. When somebody gets knocked out, the doctor's supposed to go to check you out. Doctor came in the back. It was a tent inside MGM. Right?
Yeah, I've
yeah,
seen
the little tent. We walk in the tent. He was like, "Yo, I'm sorry that happened to you. I know you're not hurt. I know you're okay." Pat me on the back. Just wait here. Sign for your check. I was like, "Yo, I cannot depend on boxing."
So correct me if I'm wrong. I was under the impression when you get knocked out or stopped, right, which you did against Ammo, that you get suspended from that commission, right? You're not suspended in Nevada, right?
No.
So
if I was suspended, you would see the little thing on top. It would tell you what commissions. No.
And that's why I asked, because I've always seen it to where it's usually like a 6-month suspension with the state commission.
When you get knocked out, is it a 3?
It depends. It's all judgment based. Like that would give you a piece of paper in the back. Like, cause when I got cut, when I won, they was like, yeah, you got a 30-day suspension. So they'll pretty much tell you in the back how long you supposed to get suspended for.
But you didn't get suspended at all.
They didn't give me no paper. I would have signed for it. I didn't get none of that. I signed for my check and I left. They cut my wristband off and escorted my ass out the arena. Like, if you got a ticket, go up top and go in. So
Crazy. Well, Cash, man, I want to thank you, obviously, for coming on the show, man. We appreciate you coming in early and talking some boxing with us, man. Good to hear you're in good spirits and you got something cooking. Once you get an opponent, let us know. We'll get you right back to announce it to the world and how they can get those tickets and more information on your fight.
I appreciate the love, man.
Anytime, man. Thank you for coming in. We're going to go ahead and take a quick intermission so we could take a picture with Quactavius. We'll be right back to any callers that we have. Remember to hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. We'll be right back at you.
When Benavidez gets cooking, it's like fighting an octopus.
El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
Everybody that's in 168, I'm coming for everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Charlo, Caleb Plant, Canelo, I'm coming for all of them.
Canelo, hell of a fighter. But it's my personal thing. He's ducking Benavidez.
I think everybody wants to see me against Canelo, right?
David Benavidez.
Yo, he used to be.
This brother right here. I'd like to see Canelo against somebody like that.
I definitely like punishing and hurting individuals. That's what I love to do.
And now Benavidez unloading.
I got a lot of power too, and I throw punches and punches, and I don't get tired.
The jab leads with the right, and there's that hand speed.
I'm ready to fight whoever, whenever. I can beat Canelo tomorrow, and I can beat Charlo tomorrow too. The big Charlo want to get it too?
So Charlo would be the alternative?
He don't want to get in the ring with me because he's a pussy. That's why.
TheBoxingBoys.com.
I've never liked Caleb Plant. It's never been a secret. I never liked Caleb Plant. At the end of the day, I'm not nobody's friend. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I'm here to knock people out. And if you don't want to get knocked out, don't mention my name. In this game, it really is kill or be killed. You know, it's either you or me, and I pick me all the time.
Finish him.
SDS Promotions.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
When Benavidez gets cooking, it's like fighting an octopus.
El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
To everybody that's in 168, you know, I'm coming for everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Charlo, Caleb Plant, Canelo, I'm coming for all of them.
Canelo, hell of a fighter. But it's my personal thing. He's ducking Benavidez.
I think everybody wants to see me against Canelo, right?
David Benavidez.
Yo,
This brother right here. I'd like to see Canelo against somebody like that.
I definitely like punishing and hurting individuals. That's what I love to do.
And now Benavidez unloading.
I got a lot of power too, and I throw punches and punches, and I don't get tired.
The jab leads with the right, and there's that hand speed.
I'm ready to fight whoever, whenever. I can beat Canelo tomorrow, and I can beat Charlo tomorrow too. The big Charlo want to get it too?
So Charlo would be the alternative?
He don't want to get in the ring with me because he's a pussy. That's why.
TheBoxingBoys.com.
I've never liked Caleb Plant. It's never been a secret. I never liked Caleb Plant. At the end of the day, I'm not nobody's friend. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I'm here to knock people out. And if you don't want to get knocked out, don't mention my name. In this game, it really is kill or be killed. You know, it's either you or me, and I pick me all the time.
Finish him.
SDS Promotions.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
All right. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. And we just took our little picture with Quactavious Cash and obviously thanked him for coming into the studio and talking some boxing with us. We're going to get back to our phone calls for anybody who is out there and is ready to talk on the line. Don't forget to use that hands up feature on Skype, on Discord, and hit the number one time on Blog Talk if you are ready to talk. And it looks like we got Seattle, Washington.
Bevel, Premier Boxing Champions presents
Mr. PBC, baby.
Anybody think they see some flaws in my game? Call out.
Hey, Buzz, stop crying, nigga. Join the team.
Al Heyman is a blessing to the sport of boxing.
The sun is shining, the chicks stay signing.
Fuck Top Rank.
Good job, Al Heyman.
Last time I checked, unification's Trump mandatory.
Cause Al Heyman and PBC offered me something bigger.
Show me the money.
I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby.
SDS Promotions.
PBC, baby.
Yo, what's good?
What up?
Man, the best part of waking up is definitely PBC and a little bit of TVV in my cup. Did you guys have Stanionis on today?
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah, to the topic, what's his name? Gilberto Alvarez Ramirez? Yeah, I think he kind of ruined his career by leaving Top Rank over some manager issues. He definitely had the path to WBO, but he didn't take it because of manager issues. But I think he should jump up and move up there because he's obviously a bigger dude in that weight division. Nobody's ducking him, but he just chose the wrong path.
Bivol ducked him. He never accepted the contract that Golden Boy sent. There was an actual contract. I spoke to Roberto Diaz.
Well, I'm pretty sure Roberto Diaz is going to tell you what he wants to tell you.
No, I'm pretty sure a Bivol #1 fan will try and act as if he didn't avoid a fight with
there you go.
him.
You get the bell and then you don't let me finish.
Tell the truth.
Nah, man, you're wrong. You're totally wrong. Obviously, he's fighting Canelo. Bivol don't duck nobody, and especially Gilberto Ramirez. He got problems with Golden Boy. Golden Boy has issues making big fights. at the end of the day, I think I would like to see him versus Bamba or Makabu, and finally see someone he's fighting that's good. He has like 42 fights, which is hella for someone who hasn't fought anybody. But yeah, that's my call, man.
All righty then. And looks like we got Oscar on Blog Talk. What is up?
What's up, Ness? What's up, Danny?
What up?
Shout out to Blair Cos, man. I thought Alexis Rocha kept hitting him in the back of the head, but that's my opinion. Now, Gilberto Ramirez versus Makabu, I think that's a good fight. I think he's trying to make his own path. Unfortunately, that path is crossing with Canelo's path, so I don't think Makabu will give him that fight. I think he's better off fighting Lawrence Nicoli or Marius Briedis. You know what I mean? I think that'll force Canelo, to finally give him that ass whooping that he's been asking for. But hey, Ness, you can't bring Troy King back. I always liked the way he, the information he always.
He's in Cali. We got to see what's up with him. Maybe he could come through. Hell yeah.
But that's it, man. Shout out to all my sanitation workers out there cleaning up the world.
Shout out to you, brother. Thank you so much.
All right, let's see who we got next. It looks like, what is that? On Discord, if you're ready, we do need you to use that hands up feature. Same with Skype. So if you are available on Skype, now might be the time to hit that hands up feature to get you on the show. Jaime, North Carolina, what's up?
Yo, what up, what up?
What up?
Y'all hear me?
We do.
All right, that's what's up. I know there was some technical difficulties earlier. I'm not kind of in the middle of nowhere, but getting to the topic, man, Zurdo Ramirez moving up to Cruiserweight, I think it's a good look for him, if he beats Makabu, he beats Canelo to the title, kind of puts him in position for Canelo. If Canelo doesn't want to go up, he can stay up there, try and undispute that division, because 75 is pretty much booked for the rest of the year. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good look. But the thing is, does Don King want to take that risk for Makabu? Because if he loses to Ramirez, that Canelo fight might go out the window.
That's what I was telling Danny.
But it's a big risk for Makabu's people. But yeah, man. And then you also got the whole Oscar and Canelo beef, which, if there's money involved, they might make it happen. But Canelo seems like a prideful person. He might say, fuck Oscar or whatever.
He might say fuck Oscar, but do you think that he'll fuck Gilberto?
I think, honestly, man, he beats Gilberto, but
no. I get that. I get that, but what I mean by that is, do you think that he would fuck Gilberto out of an opportunity? He knows, he don't like Oscar, but he also knows it's Gilberto that's going to get an opportunity. Same guy that's from the same country, city over from you. Same struggle, same poverty you started from.
I wouldn't put it past Canelo, but I'm not saying, that makes him a bad person, but I just feel like, Canelo's banking on, being the superstar, the face of Mexico right now. So, he either might shortchange him or, he might just, not make the fight at all. But yeah, man, it definitely puts Gilberto in a really good position, whether the Canelo fight comes about or not. The Hispanic media, man, they don't really push a lot of other fighters besides Canelo. And, it's sad to see. So, this would really put win or lose.
Well, all right, brother. Thank you for calling in. Jaime, North Carolina. Looks like we're getting some more callers jumping in. What is that? That looks like it could be Florida. Who's in the Florida? Swift, what it do?
Mic check.
1 2 1 2.
Yo, what's good, family? How y'all boys feeling today?
Chilling.
Word, man. Two things, man. Pick your brain real quick. In the chance, like 1 to 10, man. Y'all really think Makabu finna give up that Canelo fight for Ramirez?
I mean,
he take that fight, he lose, that knock him out of the race, right?
Yeah,
Everybody seen him for Canelo payday. I doubt he take that fight. I'm just saying. That's just my take on it. I doubt he take that fight. It's the same way a lot of these dudes don't want to lose their O. Dudes don't want to lose that Canelo payday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you ain't for the trade in your, you know what I'm saying, your Corvette for a Ford Explorer. You know what I'm saying? You ain't with that. You finna keep that bet. I'm finna keep this Canelo payday and go about my business.
Yeah, but you don't really know, dude. But you don't really know that you got a payday. It ain't really there. Like, so it's just the thought of. Like, it ain't really there.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so when you say that, so why would you hurt your chances even more by taking a fight with a dude and then losing? So you completely out the race. It's not even an afterthought no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't even have. I mean, would it be a title fight? That's another question.
Yeah, I mean,
Makabu got a belt.
So there you go. You know what I'm saying? He got the only thing Canelo wants. And he know that. He got to know that. So you lose that, you feel me? You lose your bargaining chip. You lose your leverage.
Champ, really quick, let me ask you, though. So if you're Don King, you don't believe in Makabu enough to put him up against Ramirez?
I mean, if you Don King, you thinking business. You ain't thinking about the skill set your fighter got. If you finna give up, it goes back to you really finna give up this shoes payday that might be coming to prove.
Well, no. That's what I was kind of getting at was the fact that you got a guy in front of you that started his career at 160 pounds. That if you really feel that you like that you got the goods, why not get an extra check? Why not, fight another Mexican fighter? He beats Zurdo. You know how much bigger of a fight with Canelo that would be?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But, I mean, we've been talking about this man been trash. We don't know him because Canelo called him out.
That's true.
So I really ain't did too much study on this guy. So, you could be right. He could go in there handling the business. On the off chance he does, I mean, Don King loses his bargaining chip to a couple of million and some. And now you got to start all over. You know what I'm saying? With a fighter who nobody knew in the first place. You know what I'm saying? The casual fan didn't know him, but he obviously got to be somebody. He moved up to WBC.
All right. Looks like we got another caller on the line. We're going out to, is this Detroit? Let me see. Is this Detroit? How we looking on TikTok? Danny texting his girl?
Nah, Danny is trying to get shit settled for.
Oh, look at him. Look at him. Pablo. Is it Pablo? It is Pablo in Minnesota. What up?
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
What up, brother?
Hey, what's good, man? Hope y'all morning starting out good. I see y'all working like always. I like to see that. But hey, as far as the topic, I do want to agree with something you said a little bit earlier today as far as whoever knocks out whoever Canelo's potential opponent is. He's talking about Makabu. He's talking about better be cut the line and, go against the people Canelo wants to beat, and that's how you're going to get your name in the conversation. So that's good that Zurdo's trying to do that. But real quick, as far as Saturday's fights, Berlanga, y'all should check out the interview with Fat Joe right after the fight. I think they asked him if he was mad or whatever. He was like, "No, I ain't mad because that's what happens when you step up competition." Rose only lost to Triple H. That shit was pretty funny. He didn't even know who Triple G was. And then I don't like what Berlanga was saying at the end of the fight. He's like, all these dudes, that's what they're going to do now is run. It's like, bro, you basically pretty much saying that you ain't going to work on cutting the ring off, or you ain't going to work on adjusting or changing your plan, and as a good fighter, you're supposed to be able to do that, so I definitely don't respect him for complaining about the running, because the only running I've seen was Rigo versus Casemiro. That was real running. But other than that, I hate when people use that running term. It's like, that's why it's called a square circle for a reason, But that's my call, fellas.
All right, brother. Appreciate you calling in. I want to thank everybody. Let me make sure I ain't leaving anybody behind. You know, we hate to do that around these parts, but I think we pretty much, yeah, on Skype. If you haven't raised your hand, we're going to go ahead and do our outros. If you want to be on the program, we do need you to raise that hand or hit the one button on Blog Talk. Looks like Coach Myers with the boomerang. What up?
Yo.
Yo.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing much. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, Danny?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Ain't nothing much. Chilling. This topic, man. I mean, I don't fancy it too much, but Makabu. I mean, I kind of agree with CYP, man. Like, if you think that Zurdo could beat Makabu, then how good of an opponent he is for Canelo?
I mean, but don't that make it beautiful? So somebody should beat him. If Canelo is cherry picking, go beat him.
Yeah, you know, I agree with that also. Knock him off if he's a cherry. I agree with that also. Also, I wanted your opinion on Super Chatter earlier. What do you think if Benavidez moved up to 175 and fought Zurdo? That's a good Mexico versus Mexico fight. They said Benavidez is big, right? So wouldn't that equal out? You know what I mean? That's like a 50-50 fight. But that's my call. I don't need my boomerang.
All right. I mean, I wouldn't mind that fight. Not at
all. That was a fight I wanted at 68.
And I'm sure that Benavidez would ask for it. He ain't going to have a problem if mentioned. He's not going to say no. But we do have some super chats we got to get to. Looks like we have Coach Myers who says, what's your thoughts on Benavidez versus Zurdo 175? You just said that, and we just answered. We got the Axiom that says Berlanga versus Montiel. That's not a bad fight. The one that fought Charlo, I like that. Start with that guy first. You know, if you can't get Jaime.
That's a tough fight. That's a tough fight.
Well, it'll get you ready for Jaime.
No, absolutely. That's a good fight in the sense that that it would be good for him, right? The work, the type of fight that would provide Berlanga, you know, would bring great experience. But that is definitely a tough fight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Matt Bet in Kansas City. TBV forever. The summer belongs to Keith one-time Thurman. That's the problem with Thurman, though.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
90 seconds. He fights. He makes a little bit of noise, and then he disappears. That's no bueno. You can't be doing that. Like, you got to stay on. Like, you can't just talk when you got to fight. That's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what they be thinking. I don't know how they promote. I don't know who's telling them what's right and what's wrong, but it's definitely not a good thing or a good look to just promote on fight week. Just promote when you got to fight. It's got to be 24/7, man. These dudes are tripping. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it, right? Who's that? Who is that? Oh, yeah, someone snuck in here. In the 909. You are. This is. Andrew. What is up in LA? Andrew, what is up in LA?
What's up, man?
What's good?
Can you hear me or no?
I hear you.
Oh, no, I was going to speak on Berlanga, man. I was going to say...
10 seconds.
Dog, don't you think Ryan Garcia got the better resume than him? I mean, you guys...
the Luke Campbell win is a former Olympian, but I don't think either have ever beat a former world champion.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, everybody's big on Berlanga, and then you're always saying about Bud or all these other fighters to promote themselves, but that's what Ryan Garcia is doing. And I think you guys got to, and then he's going, what I was going to say? I think he's just doing better, and you guys got to, like, kind of calm down on that guy, man.
You saying on Berlanga?
I mean, no, on Ryan, man.
Oh no, I ain't calming down on him. Fuck that. I ain't calming down on Ryan, man.
No, I get it. I know, like, fucking, he's a free boy and all that shit, but that boy got the good left hook, and I mean, he got the knockout streak too. I'm just saying, like, you know, obviously it's easier to hate on a little pretty boy than someone that's, you know, like thinks he's a rapper and shit, you know, hanging out with that doing all that stuff.
I mean,
but,
he signed
like
to him though. He got a deal. He got a deal. He signed. He signed a Fat Joe
Squad.
He signed a Terror Squad. You know, so. We had another caller. Caller like, yo, how dare him go celebrate his win in the club?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like, what? You think other fighters don't go club? Like
after the win? Especially after the win, you should be allowed to do what you want. But I want to thank you for calling in. I got to get to some other callers.
What time is it? What time?
Hawk in Maryland.
Tommy, I can knock you out now.
Holy shit. Holy
TheBoxingVoice.com. Great show. Yes. Dan and Brandon. I'm out.
SDS Promotions.
Hawk in Maryland. What is up?
Ain't too much what's going on, Ness and Danny and Brandon. TBV, good morning. I ain't got much on this one, Ness, but I do want to say Earl Spence is going to knock Ugas the fuck out by 8 rounds, and Berlanga in there with Gabriel Morales. What's his name? Gabriel?
Rosado.
Throw him in there with him. Yeah, throw him in there with him. See where he at.
All right.
'Cause I got Gabe.
All right,
That's
looks
my
like
call,
we got
TBV, number 1.
You already know, Hawk. We appreciate you. Who's that on? Cigar Al. Cigar Al on Discord. Who's this? Cigar Al. Do you hear me? He left. Don't be afraid, but it's too late. We got to go. NesGTO, Instagram, Twitter. LV Slugger and Special Feature. What's up, Special Feature? Talk to me.
No.
Can you go to Skype? There you go. Special Feature going once, 2 times. Yo.
I wasn't unmuted.
We hear you.
Yeah, so like I said, I need the monster to be more ferocious. Though he did all right. Just gotta be more active. And the guy that was the co-main, he may be the main event next time.
Xander.
Yeah, Xander.
Okay. A lot of people saying that.
You got to keep refining his skills and get the skills to go with the mouth. And I don't like the fact that people expect everybody from 154 to 175 to just sit around and wait on Canelo.
I think they want to sit around and wait on Canelo. That's what it is.
There's too many good fights to be made to be sitting around waiting on Canelo. Either you think you're a good fighter or you're not. If you think you're a good fighter, fight other good fighters and beat other good fighters. If you're scared you're going to lose, then why do you want to fight Canelo? To just get a payday if you know you don't think you have a chance at beating him. That's my call.
All right, Special Feature. We going out to LV Slugger. What up?
Only time y'all see me in Rays is when I turn into the Bronze Mama.
I want a body, and he gonna be the body.
The ambulance better be ready. The medical better be ready. The referee better be ready. They better have that towel to be able to throw it in.
SDS Promotions.
Was he right?
LV Slugger.
TBV, fellas, what up?
What up?
Oh, yeah, man, Zurdo trying to make a move. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't mind the fight. You know, I know Zurdo had been calling out Bivol for a while now, and Canelo done hop on that, so he's trying to find another route to a title, and I think out of all the champs at cruiserweight, in my opinion, I think Makabu might be the what the word I'm looking for, like the least bet, like the best, not the best out of all of them, probably the least best out of the champs at cruiser. So, I think he could probably win that fight. It is a bigger man, so I mean, we'll have to see. Hopefully, we can get, if he's trying to be a champion in another division, we can get that fight. What I'm saying? I wouldn't mind. I think it'll be entertaining to see how he, compare that cruiserweight, man. But I don't think Canelo. Let's take that. If Zurdo was to win, I don't think Canelo gonna be talking about moving to cruiserweight no more. Especially not that fight. You know what I mean? I think he'll probably just go another route. Canelo moving how he want to move. I don't think Zurdo beating Makabu will guarantee him that shot. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's definitely.
Would it get him closer?
Oh yeah, it's definitely get him closer because Canelo been talking about fighting him. I think it would be closer than that. And the Mexican fans may get behind Zurdo. And might demand that fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's the Mexican versus Mexican. So I think it could be a big fight, but I don't think like how Canelo, he on top of this shit. He moving how he want to move. So I don't think nobody or no fans can make him fight nobody. But yeah, that's really all I got, man. That's my call.
All right. And I am checking the list, checking it twice. Looks like my Gene Bear slid in. All right. New Jersey, what up?
What up? Yo, I was on Discord and the callers from Skype you couldn't hear them. On that
Yeah. No, we are well aware Discord can't hear Skype. Skype can't hear Discord because obviously that's 3 separate ways that we're allowing you to call in. So we're just trying to give you all 3 while phasing out the older ones and trying to focus on Discord, which is a little newer and up to date, has more perks and things like that.
Yeah, isn't that all? I mean, I don't know. That this is definitely above me, but I thought they were all Skype and Discord should be Microsoft, so there should be a way that you can combine both. But I don't know.
The issue with Skype is the it's always hard for you guys to unmute, and it's always hard for you guys to stay muted. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it doesn't have a very good feature for handling phone calls.
Definitely. Yo, but sorry to keep going with this Discord thing, but I was on and you came to me and I was talking, but for whatever reason you couldn't hear me.
Were you
Cigar Al? That's my gamer tag.
Yeah, that's weird. Why we didn't hear you? You want to try that again? One other time?
I know why. He called Sticky Paws directly. He just has to accept the invite to speak, and then he'll be put on.
But I did accept the invite.
But he did.
It wasn't. You guys still weren't hearing me, so then I decided to call Sticky Paws. Why not? Go right to the source.
Go to the source. All right. Well,
Trav,
get it fixed. You heard him. Now they know you, Trav. It's blaming you. No, we're going to work on it. Look, it's the first day. We've actually used it and got a phone call on it. So, you know, learning pains.
It's great, though, man. I love Discord. You know, I've been on it for a while. So
yeah, I mean, that's what I'm hearing in the chat. In the chat, they're saying F Skype, grow the Discord.
Yep.
So let's do it.
Zurdo, isn't this what we ask Andre and Jamal to do? Kind of, you know, cut in between Canelo and whatever great ideas he has and get in front of him and execute and try to be great. Isn't this what he's doing? So I don't understand why people are saying, I mean, I've heard a few people saying that it's not a good idea, that this shows that Canelo's cherry picking. It's not cherry picking. It's trying to be great. Moving up. I don't ever consider moving up a cherry pick because there's weight classes for a reason. So I don't know, man. I think it's a good decision. Again, I do agree with most people saying that it wouldn't happen because Don King is not going to let Makabu, you know, take a lesser fight and lesser payday.
Yeah, but the Canelo fight isn't guaranteed. Do you really? And he can't. Legally, he has to tell Gilberto, Makabu about the Gilberto offer. If Gilberto and Golden Boy do exactly what they did with Bivol and send an offer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I already said my piece about Berlanga. I think yeah, he still has ways to go. It's just it's crazy the different trajectories that boxers have, because he and Benavidez are pretty much the same age, and you see where Benavidez is at. I mean, some guys just take longer to mature, and I think that's his case. So.
Yo, look at Todd in the chat talking about more live fight shows. Don't pussy out about producer suggestions. Get out of here, Todd. You're always trying to sneak in the fucking live chat. Look. He said, you guys doing those crazy shows? Yo, he's his own biggest fan. Hilarious. Majid, thanks for calling in. I got Ohio, Majid. What up?
Yo, everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members, and forgot what I was about to say, because check this out, right? Shout out to dude trying to jump up and fight Makabu just to fuck up the game and the plan and everything. I've been saying niggas need to do that from the rip, so I like that little tactical move. I mean, at the end of the day, Canelo, he run this shit, so if he won it, he'll take it. If not, he could wait too. But other than that, with this Discord thing, I just want everybody to know that the back channel, it ain't just the app on Skype or whatever. So no matter where it is, the back channel going to take it over. So if we on Discord next, just get ready. That's our shit. But that's all I have, man.
For sure, it's just giving the back channel a better communication platform, man. Just something that has better updates as well. You want to be with a company that's consistently trying to keep their app and or platform amongst the best. But I think that is everybody, and no, it's not. Bo and Bama sneaking in last minute-ish. Where are ya?
One of the fighters is going to lose, and no matter what, Don King's going to win.
That's the way it's supposed to be. It's in America, man. That's not the crime.
Excuse me.
Right to rule.
That took long.
The pay scale in boxing. I paid fighters more money than anyone in the history of the sport. That is a true fact. You know what I mean? That has been done. So only I could be guilty of is hitting them in the head with $100 bills, giving them dignity, pride, and a lot of money. So now whatever it is more than what they could get from any adversary of mine. Otherwise, they wouldn't be with me.
Shout out Tybo, Riddick Bowe, Bozy Ennis, Bo Mack and Bo Jackson, this Bo and Bama. And this is what I'm a fan of, man. Let's talk about championship boxing. I'm a fan of championship boxing fighters, real champions who fight real other champions or contest with them, those types of guys. Not the guys who champions and fight trash cans. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fight a trash can as a champion, you a trash man, not a champion in my mind. And I don't even watch those fights. I don't support them or nothing. So Zurdo can go up and fight against a man like Makabu, who 20 pounds, 30 pounds heavier than him, and get knocked out. If he's willing to step up and get knocked out against Makabu, salute that man. I consider him a real champion for taking on a challenge such as that. And I seen some over the weekend with Dimitri Bivol. Hold on, I get a fucking phone call. Can y'all still hear me?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I seen Dimitri Bivol in Mexico in the ops land, in the ops territory. I never seen Charlo in Mexico. I never seen Errol Spence in Nebraska, Omaha. I never seen things like that. I seen Dimitri Bivol while his whole country at war in Mexico in the corner of one of his fellow Russians. That's the type of stuff I like. I seen him in the UK before fighting. I seen Bivol do things, man, that made me believe he gonna put up a damn good fight against Canelo. The man a real fighter, a real boxer. I respect things like that. And that's really all I got, man. I love you, Danny. Know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have to train if you want to fight against Supermax, bro. I don't like how you talking about being you want to just be comfortable rather than be uncomfortable. Know what I'm saying? You got the bubble guts and things. Like, I don't know if you want to get in there with a man like Supermax who They're showing that he could drop 40 pounds and get in the ring and go 3 rounds without gassing out and shit like that. But yeah, you might want to be careful or reconsider, bro. I got your best interest at heart.
I ain't reconsidering shit. I ain't reconsidering shit. Bro. And I ain't even say nothing crazy. I ain't even say nothing crazy. I ain't said nothing crazy. All I said was a fucking fact. Yo, I beat your brother's ass 4 years ago today, when on 2 hours notice in your hometown. And if everybody is this the heaviest I've been. It's no secret. This the heaviest I've been. And
that don't mean it's the healthiest. So if you take a heavyweight fight, you could lose.
Bro. You got to be in shape to fight.
Right, which is why I'm looking for a heavyweight fight to fucking.
Nah, bro. You gonna get a tune-up?
He is a tune-up.
Oh!
He is a fucking tune-up. He is a tune-up.
Supermax ain't no tune-up.
He ain't nobody's tune-up.
He ain't nobody tune-up, bro. You might want to.
He might need to watch the tape. Nah, but you heard him the last time we talked Border Wars. He said he never watched anybody fight but his own.
I've never in my life, fuck this Border Wars or the one I fought. I've never in my life seen anybody fight Border Wars but me.
You know how a wrecking ball is. A wrecking ball, you can't stop the momentum. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop the momentum. It's gonna be coming slow. It won't even be coming fast, but you can't stop that momentum. A big wrecking ball. That's all Supermax is. You ain't gonna be able to stop it. He gonna be coming forward. So you better train your chin. You better get your conditioning up because Supermax coming, bro.
No, look, man, and
coming, bro.
And that's what I want. That's what I want because, bro, I'm trying to lose weight.
I can't tell. I ain't seen you doing nothing.
Damn, I didn't know. I didn't.
You my boy. That's why I'm trying to get you a tune-up.
He trying to get you a tune-up, bro. Don't go in there with Mex.
Always listos para los chingazos. Always that, bro. All right, so now let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this because obviously you've seen Supermax fight. You just called him.
I seen every fight. I pride myself
so you've seen
on so every single Border Wars.
So you've seen my fight with Machine Gun, right?
But that was a long time ago, man.
That was a long time ago.
You trying to live off of old news?
No, bro. All I'm saying is, I gassed. You're right. I did. You're right. I did. You're right. I did. I gassed out when I got in the fight with Machine Gun that I was notified of 2 hours prior.
Oh, here go the excuses. All right, yo, we got to go. Wrapping it up. Bama Bo, I got to eat.
Listos para los chingazos, always.
Let's go. Nez GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Untitled. You can only catch that on YouTube members live or tomorrow on Patreon if you're a Patreon member. Arrivederci. Ending our poll here while we wait for my good co-host to say his.
Bro, I don't even want to say. Everybody just lighting my ass up in the comments. It's cool though.
All right, but right now we got 520 votes, and they basically have Ramirez winning either by KO at 38% or by unanimous decision at 33%. Makabu doesn't stand a chance in the eyes of the public at 9% by UD and 19% by KO, which means Gilberto better jump on that title opportunity. All right, you can find him at Ringwalk Danny.
Yeah, Ringwalk Danny.
Let us go, Austin. We're out of here. This guy's in La La Land. He just got punch drunk off of Bo's call.